And welcome, Friday Night Lights, Focus Stadium, Harlingen Cardinals versus Weslaco East Wildcats. It's going to be a good one, folks. Thanks for joining this live audio broadcast brought to you from the booth here. Aaron Signs, Matthew Cavazos, and we are excited to bring you this 32-6A matchup. Cardinals, Wildcats, going to be a good one. Matthew Cavazos talked a little bit in pregame about the significance of this game for the Wildcats in particular.
The Wildcats off to in a 2-game losing streak right now. Lost to San Benito, Los Fresnos. If they want to have a chance at first place, they need this game against the Cardinals, and even just to stay in the playoff race at this moment. Right now, they're outside the top 4. The top 4 being Harlingen, San Benito, Brownsville, Hanna, and Los Fresnos. So right now, they need this game to stay alive in the district and stay a major factor for all teams.
Harlingen Cardinals coming out in the red jersey with the black pants, and the Weslaco East Wildcats coming in with the white jerseys and the gray pants. It's going to be a great night of football. Nice little breeze, a little bit cool this evening here in Harlingen, Texas. Both teams like to run the ball. Harlingen likes to throw the ball just a little bit more. It's going to be a great matchup of 2 strong defenses tonight. Weslaco East bringing in with a couple of strong players, defensive ends for them. And, of course, Harlingen Cardinals, they will bring that red attack, like I like to call it. And so definitely going to be looking at a battle of the defenses tonight. We called the game earlier. We made a prediction. We said it may be within about 10 to 14 spread.
Yeah, we did. I said earlier, 24-14, it's going to be a tight defensive battle. I feel from here on to the end of the first half, and then I think the Cardinals will be able to pull away, but it's going to take a lot, and the Wildcats really want this game. I think they'll want it, and that's why it's going to be super close here. I feel the Wildcats are going to fight for it all here.
All right, Harlingen Cardinals set to receive this kickoff to start the game off tonight, and they'll be backed up with their backs facing the north end of the end zone. That means that they will have a little crosswind, quartering wind, if you will, to start the game off. It shouldn't play too much of a factor. Weslaco East will be kicking off tonight. Number 10, handling kicking duties for Weslaco East, that is Orlando Fuentes. And so we will get to see the big red offense off to start first. Daniel Ramirez, efficient quarterback, most efficient in the district, perhaps the Valley this year, with about 113 quarterback rating. Great touchdown to interception ratio. Kickoff now, nice kick. This will be fielded in the end zone, and it will be muffed. Comes out of the end zone. He's going to have to pick that up out to the 5, makes a move, and he's going to be pinned way back there, about the 7-yard line. The Cardinals will have a long field to start with.
Yeah, they will. He tried to catch the ball in the end zone, take a knee, but it looked like he tried to take a knee way too soon, didn't have control of the ball, and it just got out of the end zone. He had to pick it up and try to get as many yards as possible, and he got out to about the 12-yard line.
It seemed like he wanted to take the kneel, perhaps, but he muffed it, meaning that he fumbled it, basically, and it rolled out of the end zone, so he had to pick it up. All right, here we go. Cardinals getting ready to set up. Daniel Ramirez, number 5 in the backfield, 1 running back. He's going to go tight formation here. He does have trips right, receivers on his right-hand side. He's in the shotgun, and so he's going to be setting a man in motion now, waiting for the snap. Weslaco, looks like they're showing blitz early. Here's Ramirez. He's going to keep it. Here comes a blitz on the outside, and it's an incomplete pass intended for Ethan Martinez.
The Wildcats brought in the blitz. Daniel Ramirez had to slip out of pressure, tried to give it to number 3, that is Ethan Martinez, as a safety option, and just overthrew him.
Brought that blitz off the edge. They showed it too, and they came with it. Looking at the Weslaco East defensive line, number 55, that's Jacob Banda. He has got some skills there. Number 97, Robert Torres, and they will bring the heat tonight. Here go the Cardinals. Daniel Ramirez in shotgun again, gets a snap, hands off, left-hand side. Nice running space there, and he's going to fall forward again about 4 yards for number 20, Jesus Calaban.
That was a nice hole that the Cardinal offensive line gave him, but he did a really good job running in between the tackle and the guard. He found the hole, got in, and didn't stop moving his legs. That got him another 2 yards.
So 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Cardinals here, just starting this game. Thanks for listening to this live audio broadcast. If you're wondering why you cannot see a video, we're not able to. I was going to say it's not legal to show live video tonight as per UIL rules. So this is a live audio broadcast. So thank you for tuning in. Here we go. Keeper Ramirez up the middle. Going to fight for that first down marker. Stretches. Will he have it? It's going to be close.
He did a good job. He found the hole. Like you said, he ran in. He got hit by a defender 2 yards away from the first down, and he extended the ball just past the marker. That's a great job by a player knowing where he is and knowing what he needs, and he just fought for that first down. great second effort by Daniel Ramirez.
Exactly. Number 3, that was Freddy Cárdenas, put the hit on him. And like you said, Matthew, second effort got that first down. 1st and 10 now, ball on the 19-yard line for Daniel Ramirez and the Cardinals. 4 wide receivers waiting for the snap, gets it, handoff, 20. Galvan, left-hand side, breaks free. Nice move there by the running back, and he's going to have a nice 7-yard pickup.
He did a good job. He got hit early. It looked like he got hit at the line of scrimmage or maybe 2 yards out. And he did a good job of just getting out of that little Wildcat defense right there. And he got into the second level, got 7 yards on the play.
They're going to give him 8, so long 7 there. 2nd and 2 coming up for the Cardinals now. Daniel Ramirez and company, same set they had earlier in the game. He's going to look to the right, passes it out to the outside, and he's open. Number 80 catches it out of the backfield, looks like. That's Ryan Wally, and that's going to be enough for a first down. Nice 8-yard pickup for Wally.
Yeah, Wally did a good job. He was running the flat route. No Wildcat defender in sight. No one came up to get him, and he got the first down easily with another 3 yards.
So far, that little short, flat passing it seemed to be what Daniel Ramirez is needing to get warmed up for those mid to long range passes. Ramirez looks to the sideline for the play. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. 10:02 on the board, just starting this game tonight. Ramirez waiting for the snap. Here comes the blitz, so they back it off. Ramirez, left-hand side, wants to pass. Great coverage. Downfield, nobody open. Incomplete pass.
You can see there the good coverage by the Wildcat defense. They also had a chance to get in, and I saw a nice pickup block by number 20, the running back, Jesus Galvan. He was coming through the inside, and Galvan just got him, hit him back into the tackle, and so the tackle held him. Daniel Ramirez thought he was a little more pressured seeing that defender, but Galvan did a good job holding him, and he had more time than he thought he did.
2nd down and 10 now for the Cardinals. Galvan in the backfield again. They have a little trips right. 3 receivers going to send. That's Ethan Martinez in motion. He'll hand it off to Galvan, left-hand side. And great job by that defense. Nothing there for Martinez in that play. Galvan, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Wildcat defense did a good job just collapsing the offensive line. There was no hold there for Galvan like there has been within the past few times. And it looked like the linebacker came up and clogged the gap that was given to Galvan. And also, Galvan, this is the first time we've seen him in the beginning of the game. Earlier, we've had Castellanos. So that's a change of running back.
3rd down and 9 for the Cardinals. Ramirez trying to scramble. Almost intercepted as he was scrambling to the outside. He got rid of the ball. Not smart at all. Almost picked up by a defender.
It was almost picked up by a defender. And the receiver was there, but it was just a little... The pass was low. The receiver couldn't get to it, and it was almost picked off.
So that brings a 4th down for the Cardinals, and the punt unit does come out onto the field. And back deep to return for the Wildcats, number 4. That's Ramsey Vasquez, and he's lined up about the 25-yard line. So Wildcats, barring anything crazy, should get some pretty good field position here. And I believe that is Ramirez punting. Pretty good-looking punt. They're going to come down about the 30-yard line, and takes a Wildcat bounce to the edge of the field there, and we'll be marked about the 27-yard line.
So it was good field position. Not great field position. A great punt by the quarterback/punter, Daniel Ramirez. That looked like it went about 50 yards. So that was good.
All right, Weslaco East, and we talked a little bit in pre-game about some of the injuries that they've had this year. Weslaco East have definitely felt that, especially in the last 3 games, as they've kind of hit a skid here, and they're missing a couple of their better running backs in the backfield as well as their kind of do-it-all athlete. And so Lefevre, the starting quarterback, number 13, he is going to take the brunt of the responsibility for this offense tonight. And we're seeing them coming out on a spread, a little bit different than what we're used to seeing from Weslaco East. Lefevre looks to pass on 1st down, goes downfield, and he's incomplete. But he had a couple guys open there.
Yeah, he had 2 guys open. There was 1 defensive back, and he did a great job of getting to the ball. The ball was thrown to the inside receiver, and it was just a little too high and a little too far back. Great job by the defender breaking up the ball as it was coming into the receiver's hands.
Second down and 10 for Lefevre. They're going to go that spread offense again. And I'm saying, folks, the last time I saw Weslaco East and the times before that, it's always been triple option. So to see them in spread is something different for me. Lefevre downfield, he passes it, connects with his receiver. Nice move. And I think he's going to have a first down and perhaps just a little bit more. First down, Wildcats.
And like you said earlier, what worked for the Cardinals worked for the Wildcats here. We had a nice intermediate short route. He threw it about 4 yards past, and the receiver just did a nice move. That's number 20. That would be Alvaro Medrano, who made a nice move, made the defender miss, and got to the first down marker.
Great move there by the receiver on the outside. Lefevre, again, he's in control of this offense on the field, and he's captaining this team now. Shotgun formation again. He's calling something out to his running back in the backfield. He's going to hand it off. Running back up the middle. That's number 29. I'll get you a name here in a second. And they'll give him about 2 yards forward progress there. Nothing more.
Yeah, he ran into that nice, sturdy defensive line for the Cardinals with a full head of steam that got him 2 yards based off of forward progress. And Aaron said that's number 29, Derek Ibarra, or starting running back for the Wildcats.
Second down and 8. 8:28 left to go. Scoreless ball game so far, 0-0. Here's your score here at Bogus Stadium. Thanks for listening to this live audio broadcast. Team here, KHGN, bringing you this audio broadcast, and we're glad that you're joining us on this beautiful Friday night for some football. Second down and 8 now, and I believe we'll have a timeout on the field, and that will be credited to Weslaco East. Kind of slow start to the game, Matthew. You know, it feels like it just really hasn't gotten going yet, and Harlingen comes out and sputters a little bit. It looked like Daniel Ramirez was a little bit, you know, rushed, if you will, and maybe that's that defensive blitz package coming at him, and so he looks a little uncomfortable back there, and thus they went out pretty quick. And now Weslaco East, you know, it seems Lefevre's got that arm working a little bit, and they're starting to move the ball, but just taking their time. It's moving slowly tonight.
Yeah, like you said, Daniel Ramirez, it looks like he doesn't have the same touch that he has in previous games. I think it's just the start to the game, a little bit of pressure. I think once he gets settled down and into it, it'll get better as we go along. And Lefevre, like you said, he's in total control of this offense. He's running it. And you said earlier, spread formation. We don't see that from Weslaco East. And we haven't seen that in past years. It's usually been triple option.
Right.
And so interesting to see a new formation out there for the Wildcats.
You know, and I haven't seen them the past couple weeks, and so I don't really know if they've been running this, you know, I don't know, since the injuries or so. Forgive me if they've been running this all year. It's just something new to me. So here we go. 4 wide receiver set, and Lefevre's going to pass it wide open down the middle. He breaks past midfield down to the 35, down to the 31-yard line. Goes number 4, Ramsey Vasquez, and that's going to be a huge pickup for the Wildcats.
Yes, Aaron. The Cardinals brought in the whole defensive front 7 that left man-to-man for every receiver. Number 4 broke off of number 8, Ezra Rubio. He got in front of him right in the middle of the field. That gave him about 30 yards to run the ball with. And so giving it to your playmakers, let them make the plays.
About a 35-yard pickup, and it's going to be a high snap. Lefevre pulls it down, and he's trucking through that defense. He's going to have a nice 7-yard pickup.
He said a nice 7-yard pickup. The snap was high. He bobbled it, caught it, ran through a little gap that he saw, and he's a tough man to bring down.
Wow. Yeah.
Early on the field, it looked like he's about 6'3", 6'4".
At least, yeah.
So if you can imagine him just trying to run for as many yards as possible, it's hard to bring a man of that size down.
He is, and like you said, we're watching him in pregame. I said, wow. And I remember him last year, and he's a sizable, formidable opponent. So here we go, toss play out to the outside. He's got some space to run. Oh, big hit at the 20-yard line. I think that's a first down, but that was a hit.
Number 29 got the ball, got the toss. He ran out. It looked like he had open space, and the cornerback just got off the block from the receiver just in time, and he put a nice hit on number 29. And it will be a 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Big hit there, but not until after he passed that first down marker. Wildcats marching down the field now. 6:40 left to go. 0-0 is your score here in Lefevre. Under center now, high formation. Oh, he's going to take it on his own. 1, 2, 3 broken tackles. He's just lifting those legs, Matthew. And when he falls about 3 yards forward.
You're right there. He ran around the left side. There was no one there. He broke 2 tackles early on, and then one tripped him up at the feet. And like you said, when he falls, he gains about 3 or 4 yards extra.
It's like, like I said, he falls 3 yards forward. 2nd down and 3 now for the Wildcats. Lefevre under center, so they're going back to that I formation, power running. He's going to hand it to his fullback that time, but the Cardinal defense holds on that one, and no gain on the play.
Gave it to the fullback. There was nothing there. The offensive line collapsed under the pressure of the Cardinal defensive front, and it looks like there's no gain, maybe a loss of 1.
They're going to say 3rd down and 4 to go with 5:40, 23 on the play clock. And, again, the Wildcats not rushing to the line. They're talking about clock control. They want to keep the ball out of the Cardinals' hands, and they've done that so far in this first half of the first quarter. Lefevre under center, hard count, and he gets them to jump across the line, and that's a free play. It looks like that's going to be enough for a first down.
Like you said, he jumped offsides. It was going to be a first down. Either way, if they accepted the penalty, it would have been 5 yards. So good job on the hard count, thinking just in case he doesn't get it. They were going to get it either way, decline or accept. And he just made the call. It is for sure an offsides. It looked like it was. And the offsides, like we said, 5 yards. They accepted it. It's going to be a first down.
So we're not going to have a 1st and goal. We're going to have a 1st and 10. And so it's right at that no, it is 1st and goal. It is inside. They moved it now. Yep. We're looking on the field here. We've got about 1st and goal at the 7. All right, handoff on the outside. Here he goes, trying to find the edge. Good job there by the defender, pushing him out of bounds.
It looked like he had the edge, but number 2, Nathan Martinez, the safety, came by and just tried to get the hit on him, pushed him out of bounds. That's a gain of 4 from a play. 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Derek Ibarra carrying most of the run plays early here in the first quarter for the Wildcats. All right, Lefevre and company lining up. Ball is on the 3-yard line. I formation again. Keeper by Lefevre. 1, 2, 3, 4 red jerseys on him, and they're going to stop him. About a gain of 1, but he fought for that 1 yard there.
He did fight for that 1 yard. There was a lot of pressure there from the Cardinal defense. They held him. It looked like he could have fallen forward about 4 times, but a new Cardinal defender hit him every time he tried to fall forward. So he fought hard for that last yard. 3rd and goal at the 2-yard line. Let's see if this Cardinal defense can hold him in the red zone, goal line stand, and just hold them to a field goal.
Lefevre in now, double tight end set. Pitch outside, Ibarra trying to find that goal line. Will he? And yes, he does. The official says touchdown Wildcats as Ibarra pushes the pile to the corner of the end zone, and the Wildcats first on the board tonight.
Ibarra had his eyes set on the end zone and would not stop until he got there. That's going to get the Wildcats 6 points, pending the extra point. That'll be 7 here with 4:28 to go. And the Wildcats, first drive of the game, getting a score, taking about 6 minutes off the clock for that drive. And you don't really see that against this Cardinal defense. A nice ball control and keeping the ball out of the Cardinal offense hands.
Orlando Fuentes there with the extra point, like you said, methodical, strategic, great drive there by the Wildcats. And like you said, most importantly, taking about 6 minutes off the clock. And so we talked about the hot hand of Daniel Ramirez before the game and even at the beginning of this broadcast. Well, you can stop the hot hand of Daniel Ramirez if he's not on the field. So the Wildcats strategy coming in tonight so far has been keep the ball away from Harlingen offense if possible. Take your time coming to the line, let that play clock roll down. And it was a picture-perfect drive if you're the Wildcats. And they have 7 on the board. So 7-0 is your score now here from Bogus Stadium. It is a beautiful night for some football. 32-6A matchup here, Wildcats versus Cardinals.
You said a picture-perfect drive. That was, like we said, taking time off the clock and also ending with the ball going past the goal line into the end zone. That's going to put more pressure on this Cardinal offense to score. And let's see if they can fold under that pressure and the Wildcat defense make their second stand of the night.
Here look at the Cardinals, not getting too anxious, not getting too worried, just kind of hanging tight here as they wait for this kickoff from the Wildcats. They know that they can strike quickly. They know that they have the ability to stretch the field now. And so when you have that confidence, you don't have to get too anxious when you even get behind a touchdown. What a beautiful kick, and this time smart choice to kneel it in the end zone.
So this will be better field position than they had to work with earlier. Now they'll be at the 20-yard line, and we're going to be able to see this Cardinal offense once again with Daniel Ramirez and Jesus Galvan in the backfield. And really what they need to work on right now is the protection of Daniel Ramirez. He was pressured early that made him a little uncomfortable and made just the touch that he had go away with the pressure of being hit by a defensive lineman.
And here's Daniel Ramirez. We'll see if the Weslaco East Wildcats bring the pressure again. 4 wide receivers, sends his running back to the flat now, fakes the screen, tucks it, pulls it, and he's going to get about 5 yards on that run. Nice pickup for Daniel Ramirez.
Daniel Ramirez, not a quarterback you see keep the ball very often. A nice design run. I don't think the Wildcat defense was expecting it, and he did break off a tackle and gain an extra 2 or 3 yards with a last-second lunge before he went down. So that got him the 5 yards.
2nd down and 5 now for the Cardinals. Daniel Ramirez back in that shotgun formation. He sends Wally in motion. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Pick up a maybe half a yard there for Jesus Galvan, but nothing much.
Good job by the Wildcat defense holding their position and not letting Galvan get room to work with. He is a dangerous back if you give him the space, but a great job of containing that and not letting him have space to work with.
Here goes Daniel Ramirez now, 3rd down, and they're going to say 3 for the Cardinal offense. They want to get past this point of the field. Galvan left-hand side, one man a beat, and he cannot beat him. Loss of a yard. Great play there by the defender. Just wrapping him up, Matthew. Nowhere to go for Galvan.
And it was a great design play. The blocking was there, but there was one defender that he had to beat, and a great open field tackle there for the Weslaco East defender. I did not get a number on that tackle, but we'll just say he did a great job.
Great, like you said, open field tackle. There was one person to beat on the. If you would have beat him, he would have had space on the edge, would have had the 1st down and a lot more. So great job there by the defender. Another punt here for the Cardinals, and Daniel Ramirez is quarterback / punter tonight, and he's lined up way back there, and he's going to go ahead and take this nice looking punt. Will come down around the 25-yard line. It's muffed, it's fumbled, it's on the ground, and here come the Cardinal defenders. They're going to close in fast. Number 4 taken to the outside, tackled hard at the 36-yard line. Pickup for Ramsey Vasquez, and the Wildcats will start at their 36-7-yard line.
The Ramsey Vasquez tried to catch the ball, and it was just a little behind him. He dropped it, and he let the Cardinal defender come up on him, grabbed the ball, made a nice move on him, broke him out, got to the edge, and he tried to get the edge a little more, tried to turn the corner, go upfield, and he got hit by 3 Cardinal defenders.
So this will be a 1st and 10 on the 37-yard line. 2:33 left to go in the 1st quarter. And Weslaco East Wildcats ahead 7-0. Last time they were out on their drive, could not be stopped. And so Cardinal defense definitely going to look to tighten up just a little bit here. They're going to go back to that spread offense again. Lefevre. Play action, complete to his receiver up the middle of the field, spinning and across midfield and down to the 42-yard line. That's a big pickup there for the Wildcat receiver, number 20, and that's going to be Alvaro Medrano.
It looked like the Cardinals were playing zone, and he just got in that sweet spot behind the linebacker, in front of the safeties, in the middle of the field. That gave him space to work with, and he got a good 15, 20, I think 25 yards on the game.
Lefevre in shotgun now, hands it off again up the middle, trying to run in between the tackles, and he's going to push the pile forward of about 4 yards. Pick up there for the Wildcats.
Galvan got hit by 2 Cardinal defenders early on, but he did a great job of just keep moving his legs, and that got him another 2 yards. So he fought hard for those last 3 yards. And they're going to line up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line of the Cardinals.
And Derek Ibarra comes off the field, and a new running back for the Wildcats comes on. I believe that's number 44, Randy Cardosa. Play action here. Lefevre, high pass. Big hit there by the cornerback, incomplete pass.
That pass was just a little too high for the receiver, and the defender did hit him while he was in the air, but I don't think the refs called it. It looked like there was no way he was going to reach that ball. So, I don't know. It was legal hit, but maybe a little unnecessary.
Yeah, uncatchable for sure, though. So 3rd down and 7 now for the Wildcats. Pablo Ibanez checks into the game. And so Wildcats bringing a couple players, fresh legs off the sideline here. So Lefebvre will have a couple fresh targets. Pump, fake, downfield, just a little bit high. Intercepted by the Cardinals on the tip drill. And he's got some space to run 50, 45, 40, 35, 30 now. Down to the 20. One man a beaten. Cuts inside down to the 10-yard line. And that is a huge play for the Cardinals at a critical moment. Number 2, Nathan Martinez with a pick.
And you see Lefebvre tried to throw it to his running back who was on a slant route. And it was just a little overthrown. Fell right into the hands of Nathan Martinez. And he got the ball and he realized, I can take this. And he just ran it all the way to the 10-yard line. The Wildcats' 10-yard line. So they're right at the goal line. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. Let's see if this Cardinal offense can capitalize on a huge turnover early in the game.
70-yard interception and run for number 2, Nathan Martinez. And the Cardinals have some light on their offense. 1:11 to go in the first quarter, down 7-0. Daniel Ramirez steps up to pass, lets it fly, and in the back of the end zone is open, Nathan Martinez, and that is touchdown Cardinals.
Ethan Martinez just got around number 4, the defender for the Wildcats, and he got into the back of the end zone. A great pass by Daniel Ramirez. He's feeling it now right in the back of the end zone. Like I said, Ethan Martinez got both feet in and just avoided contact right in the end zone. That's 6 points pending this extra point.
I tell you what, if you're the Wildcats, game plan executed. Take time off the clock. Run the ball. Intermediate passes. Taking time off the clock, and all of a sudden an interception of that magnitude, 70-yard return, and then one player in the end zone. If you're the Wildcats, you're saying, whoa, what just happened? Our game plan that we were executing so perfectly, just in a flash, just in one moment. That's what happens. It's high school football, and we love it for sure. So momentum turn for sure for the Cardinals right there.
Right now, I think if you're the Wildcat coaches, you look at your offense and you say, okay, we had a nice drive. Just the ball was a little overthrown. The game plan is working. Keep it the same. Don't freak out. It's 7-7. Tied ball game. Late in the first quarter. There's time left. Let's just keep running the offense like we have been. We got to score early. And a little misstep, and that cost us big time. But right now, tied ball game where we got to go and just attack like we have been.
1:06 left to go in the first quarter, and it's 7-7. So thank you for joining us on this live audio broadcast brought to you live from Bogus Stadium. What a beautiful night that we have here in Harlingen, Texas, as Weslaco East, just a couple cities over, comes to visit. And this big district matchup, lots on the line here, I would say, especially for, I guess for both teams. And we'll talk some more as the game goes on and what that means exactly. Here's the kickoff now to the Wildcats, and this will be their first kickoff return. It'll be fielded at the 18, out to the 30 now. And a nice pickup, good field position coming for the Wildcats, and they'll mark them down at the 34-yard line.
It looked like a short kick. He came up to the 18-yard line. He got the kickoff return. He ran it up about 12 yards and then hit a wall of defenders and blockers, and he couldn't get anywhere. 33-yard line, 15-yard return. Great field position to start off right now.
So like you said, the formula so far tonight has been take time off the clock, run the ball, spread offense, little mid-level passing, let your playmakers make the plays, take your time getting up to the line of scrimmage. But they're coming out, or they're going I formation to start off with. Pitch on the outside. That's Ibarra. Ibarra trying to take the edge, and he does. Nice pickup for Ibarra. And he's going to have a gain of about 6 yards on that one.
He did a good job of getting to the edge. Like you said, 6 yards on the gain. And 2nd and 4, a player you need to look out for, Sam Alonso for the Cardinals defense. And I saw there, he did a good job. They double-teamed him and made him stay on the outside side of that run. And they blocked him. They did a great job of just getting the edge for the running back.
2nd down now for the Wildcats. Free play here. And they're going to go ahead and blow it dead. I think he did hit one of the offensive linemen. So, again, that hard count. That's the 3rd time I've seen the Cardinals jump tonight with Lefebvre's hard count. Offside. Encroachment is what that is. First down for the Wildcats. And so basically Lefevre gets up to the huddle and he does a hard hut one, hut two, and it causes the defenders to react quickly, and they're coming across the line of scrimmage. And that time you can come across, and as long as you get back before the ball is snapped, nothing happens. But if you come across and you put a hand on one of the offensive linemen, they're going to blow it dead. That's what happened. So first down for the Wildcats. They keep their drive alive.
That was a good hard count. Like you said, it really got them to jump. And it's happened a couple times. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. They're going to switch sides of the field now. The Wildcats going to the south side of the field.
All right, so they're just swapped here pretty much in the middle of the field. Ball's on the 44-yard line, so they didn't have a long way to go. The first quarter started off really slow, and then really Weslaco East dominated the middle chunk of that first quarter as far as possession goes. And now we're kind of seeing some back and forth here in the past couple of drives. And Weslaco East trying to get something going, and so far so good. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Wildcats have been doing a good job just keeping the drives going, taking time off the clock, not letting the Cardinal offense have a chance. And just for any viewers out there, the 75th Pigskin Jubilee is here at Bogus Stadium tomorrow night. It's going to be fun. Be there.
Iwata takes the pitch on the left-hand side. He's going to have a nice 8-yard pick up there, and just doing a great job of creating some space on the edge.
Like you said, the offensive line, like you said, just giving him space, letting him work, and just running upfield. He's done a good job of not trying to get a big play running side to side, but just going upfield, getting as many yards as possible.
Well, I tell you what, Coach Gomez is going to rally the troops right now, going to bring them in, and he's got that dry erase board out, and he's saying, look, we've got to figure this out. There's just a lot of space for these runners from Weslaco East, and even the receivers when they catch the ball in the flats or at 5 yards on the field, there's a lot of space for them to run and make things happen. So they're getting those 6, 7, 8 yard gains consistently, and they're able to move the ball. And so I haven't paid attention to that Harlingen defense, but I suspect they're running a zone defense, which is leaving gaps of space for those athletes from Weslaco East to make some moves and make some plays. And they're being effective with what they're doing, and it's nothing flashy here in the first half.
And Weslaco East just attacking this defensive front with their rushing. And whenever Coach Gomez tries to bring in a blitz package, they just let the receivers go downfield and let it fly, and usually comes out with a big gain. Last time, just a slight interception, but usually comes out in a big gain. So just keep it working for the Wildcats. 2nd down and 3 now for the Wildcats. Lefevre under center will hand it off to his running back. That's number 44, and he's going to have enough for a first down. Number 44, that's going to be Randy Cardosa. So they needed 3 yards, and Cardosa runs through the gap and doesn't get hit until he passes the sticks. That's how well this Weslaco East offensive line is playing right now. They are not letting the Cardinal defenders break through the gaps and giving their running back a time to go through and give him space.
Lefevre with a keeper hurdles a defender, and wow, I think he hurdled, gained about 3 yards in the air, comes down, and I think that's going to be right at that first down marker. First down, Wildcats. What a run.
So you have a quarterback keeper. No one expected it. They had 3 other players in the backfield ready. It looked like the ultimate I formation, and he keeps it to the left side. And imagine someone of that size that we talked about earlier hurdling a Cardinal defender with just sheer athleticism that he has. Is just outstanding for a man of his size and a quarterback.
First down and 10 now for the Wildcats. Ball on the 35-yard line. Lefevre under center again. Hands it off to the right-hand side. Space to run. That's Iwata on the outside. He'll take it down to the 29-yard line. Great 7-yard pickup for the running back.
Once again, the Weslaco East offensive line doing a great job opening up holes for their running backs. He did not get hit until he made that stiff arm. And even after that, he gained another 4 yards on the play just from that stiff arm and trying to get away from that tackle.
2nd down and 4 coming up for the Wildcats now. And they have something working against the Cardinals. Barring that interception, this Weslaco East offense has had the Cardinals' numbers so far. Lefevre now under center again, I formation. And he's going to keep this one, and he's going to push forward, rumble forward, I would say. Gain of 6 or 7 yards, and that's another Wildcat first down.
They've done a great job of mixing up the pass plays, the handoffs, and the quarterback keeper. He just ran right behind the center. No one saw it coming. They attacked the edges, just left the middle wide open, and that gave Lefevre 7 yards on the carry. They're going to be 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. They're getting there methodically, slowly taking time off the clock, not letting the Cardinals get the ball. This is just what they want coming into this game.
And here we go, Lefevre now with 9:37, 7-7 tie ball game. Big hit in the backfield for the Cardinals, and there's that Cardinal defense that the Cardinal fans have been waiting to see. That's a loss of about 2 yards on that play.
We saw a glimpse of the old Weslaco East triple option right there. They hand it off to number 36, and he gets met in the backfield by number 23, Marcos San Miguel. And he is a linebacker that punched through the gap and just laid a hit down on number 36 for the Wildcats.
Outstanding play there by number 23. Like you said, punching through that offensive line, getting in the backfield, making something happen. So now 2nd down and 12 for the Wildcats. Lefevre back in shotgun now, wants to pass. Oh, incomplete pass. Looks like he had it, then dropped it. Great hit there by the defender. And that's going to make up a 3rd down and 12 for the Wildcats.
Lefevre had time on the play, not a lot of pressure. He got the ball out to the receiver, and like he said, a nice hit by the Cardinal defender, jarring the ball loose and making it incomplete. 3rd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Harlingen defense coming alive now here in the middle of the 2nd quarter and kind of showing some of what they normally bring to the table. It's a ferocious, aggressive defense. And they're bringing it now late in this drive. 3rd down and 12 for the Wildcats. 8:55, tie game 7-7. And a Wildcat formation for the Wildcats. And this is going to be a pass, end around pass. Here he goes back, flea flicker style, and he's going to take it. He's got space on the left-hand side, 20 now. 15, 10, makes the move 5 at the corner of the end zone, and they're going to say that he is in for the touchdown. But there's a flag on the play.
They're pulling out all the tricks in the playbook there. The end around and a pass back to their playmaker, number 23. That's receiver Jaime Banuelos. And he makes 2 moves, breaks the tackle, and just reaches for the end zone as he's flying out of bounds. He gets the ball past the goal line, but it looks like it's coming back with that flag.
Illegal block in the back. And that takes the air out of your sails if you're Weslaco East, because what a beautiful play that was. It was amazing to watch it as we try to bring it to you in this live audio and explain what was going on. To see it was something, a thing of beauty. But it'll come back. However, they do get a few yards back, so they're not in deficit anymore. Now they're at 3rd down and 7. And Lefevre will have number 44 in the backfield. That is Randy Cardosa. And he does have 4 wide receivers spread out. So lots of cushion on the slot, by the way. Here goes Lefevre. He's going to pass it, and that's enough for a 1st down. And that's number 4 again. That's Ramsey Vasquez. I got a little extracurricular after the play, and a flag flies.
And I said earlier, the offensive line giving them a lot of time. The Cardinal defense brought in the cavalry, and the offensive line did a great job of holding them just enough to get the receiver to get open right behind the 1st down marker, and a nice pass by Lefevre. And the flag, they're going to make the call here.
Mr. Ford Sasser on the call tonight. And that's going to go against the Cardinals. And that was after the play face mask. And so a little bit too aggressive there at the end. And that's going to hurt the Cardinals. And the Wildcats will have a 1st and goal on the 5-yard line now. And Lefevre, last time they were close, they were in I formation. He's going to stay in shotgun now. I think he's keeping this one, and he is. He's going to punch it right up the middle, pushes the pile, still in his feet, waiting for the official to say he's down at the 1-inch line.
Lefevre takes it to the goal line.
He just carried the pile with him. Not really carried, he just pushed it forward. It looked like 4 2/3 of a yard. They looked like a foot short, and the referee's going to put it with the shortest yard to gain possible right there at the goal line.
Yeah, I mean, it's magnifying glass close. Let's put it to you that way, all right? So here you go, Lefevre now in that shotgun, same formation. He's just going to follow his blockers. Here he goes, ready? Boom. And he's going to walk into the end zone. Someone does trip him up. Unnecessarily, I would say, but that is a touchdown Wildcats as Lefevre waltzes into the end zone. And that's 13-7 is your score here with 7:56 left to go in the first half.
So 2 things earlier that we said in the pregame, that the Wildcats, I just forgot to say this during the pregame. Now that I think about it, they need to attack early, get points on the board, and try to pressure this Cardinal offense. They have done that, and our prediction goes out the window. The defensive front in the first half, the Wildcats have been all over that. One mistimed turnover, one mistimed throw gave the Cardinals 7 points, but right now, 14-7. If you're the Wildcats, you're looking good right now, and you're excited on the bench.
Well, you take away that interception that was run back for 70 yards, and then the next play, was an excellent, pass into the end zone for the touchdown. If you take that away, that two-play combination, really it has been a total domination so far by Weslaco East offense and defense, I should say, as well. And so, the Harlingen Cardinals' offense has just not been able to get clicking just yet. They've struggled to get anything going. I'm going to say that their running back game is hurting them right now. They're missing Castañeda, greatly, I believe. And so they're running a couple of different running backs in there at the same time, just not be able to find any kind of rhythm so far. And that's hurt them early in this first half.
We did mention this pregame, and I said the Weslaco East Wildcats need to make a good job of trying to keep this Cardinals one-dimensional, which means either only passing or only rushing. They're doing a great job there, eliminating the rushing game from the Cardinals playbook. Now they're having to rely on Ramirez, and it's making the Cardinal offense more predictable.
All right, but the Cardinals have something to say about that. So they're going to get a chance here to return this. Still plenty of time in the first half, 7:56. They are down 14-7. This should be returned. Here come the Cardinals out to the 15-yard line. Next move to the outside. And that's going to be, looks like a face mask from up here in the booth, but I don't think an official was anywhere close to see that, Matthew.
Yeah, it did look like a face mask. He wrapped his arm around. It looked like he grabbed it. I don't see a flag. And it just looks like it wasn't seen by the officials.
Yeah, and really, from up here in the booth, you could see it, but there was no official that had the angle. So, really, it's hard to do anything about that. Either way, here go the Cardinals. Now, 1st and 10. Ball is on the 20-yard line. Daniel Ramirez now, shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers. And here we go, folks. Shift on the defensive line now. Going to be a pass. That's Ryan Wally on the outside. Trying to get a little bubble screen set up, but no blockers for him. Gain of maybe half a yard.
Like we said, they're trying to run a play action, but the defensive backs did not move at all. They weren't expecting a run, and they passed the bubble screen, and he got barely a yard on the gain.
So 2nd down 9 coming up for Ramirez. And the Cardinals, they have Ralph Castellanos in the backfield now, so they put a new running back in. And he gets play action on that one, steps up in the pocket, Ramirez. He's going to be flush from that pocket now, takes off on the run, drops his shoulder down to the 28-yard line, about 2 yards short of the first down marker.
That was a good job by Ramirez, recognizing the pressure and where it's coming from, finding the hole that was left from the offensive line, and just getting the yards, as many yards as possible. Like he said at the end, he dropped his shoulder and gained maybe another yard or 2. And they're going to run here 3rd and short.
All right, here we go now. 3rd down and a short one for the Cardinals. Ball is on the 29-yard line. They are down 14-7 with 7:05 left to go in the first half. And it's going to be a keeper, Ramirez. And he's going to have enough for the first and a lot more. Big hit, but he is able to shake it off. And he has a nice 8-yard pickup. First down, Cardinals.
They got him. It looked like a read option play there. Ramirez kept it once the defensive line focused on Castellanos. A great fake. Ran through the hole, broke 2 tackles, and then got the big hit. But is it enough for the first down and another 8 yards after?
Here we go. Cardinal offense responding now. 6:40 left to go in the first half. Sends Castellanos out. Swings it out. Pass is complete. Past the first down, past the line of scrimmage, but just barely. 1, maybe 2-yard pickup for Ralph Castellanos.
It looked like a motion for the running back screen. So they motioned him to the outside, got the screen. 3 receivers were there to block. And the defensive backs just did a good job getting off the block and hitting him at the line of scrimmage. And he fought hard for those 2 yards that he gained.
Second down and 8 now for the Cardinals. Now they're taking some time off the clock. They're, not rushing to the line of scrimmage. 3 receivers set up left. For Ramirez now. He's going to play action. Looks downfield, wants to pass. He's got an incomplete pass. Number 3, Ethan Martinez, who, if caught, could have had an opportunity to make something happen.
You say that he passed it to Ethan Martinez as the safety option, and the pass was just too low for him to get. And we said earlier, we're missing that touch that he had previously in the other games. And early on, it's really cost some minor gains, but that goes a long way in 3 downs.
All right, third down now and 8 for the Cardinals. And Ramirez looks to pass downfield. He has a receiver. That's Wally. Wally on the corner. Can't break that tackle. Gain of 4 yards for the receiver, but it'll be short of the first down.
If Wally had broken that tackle from number 4, Ramsey Vasquez, he would have had oh, my bad. That's number 23 for the Wildcats. But if he had broken that edge and broken that tackle, that would have been a first down for sure. Great open field tackle from the Wildcats. And they're going to bring the punt unit on.
So Daniel Ramirez, the quarterback and punter tonight for the Cardinals. And back to return this is the athlete from Weslaco East, number 4, Ramsey Vasquez. It's going to be a end-over-end punt here. Come down about the 16. And what a move by Vasquez. And he's going to bring it out about a 14-yard pickup out to the 30-yard line.
He made 2 nice moves, made the Cardinal defenders just a little late on the reactions and got through with a nice 14-yard pickup, as he said. And again, the Cardinal offense has not produced like we thought they would early on. Now we're going to see this Wildcat offense with 5 minutes left. It looks like they're going to probably take as much time off the clock as possible. And this could be the last drive we see this half.
And that's been their formula so far here in the first half. I do think that going into halftime into the locker room, there will be some adjustments made on behalf of the Cardinals. Obviously, Weslaco East will make some as well. And so right now, Weslaco East has the formula. They've got the key so far here in the first half, and they have been just doing an excellent job of being committed to that. And so here's a 2-yard pickup for Ibarra as the Wildcats seek to continue their efficiency.
The Wildcat offensive line made a small hole, but great job by the Cardinal defenders wrapping him up and bringing him down, only letting him gain 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Still in the huddle, taking time off the clock. 4.5 minutes left here in the second quarter.
14-7. Wildcats trying to protect that lead and expand on it if possible. The Fever under center I formation. Hard count. Trying to get him to go offsides. He's done it successfully about 4 times tonight. And it looks like this is going to be a timeout. Wildcats.
I think that they went into the huddle saying, we're going to try to get him on the hard count. And if they do get him on the hard count, it looks like they go towards the quarterback keeper and just try to gain yards, but mostly just get the 5 yards from the penalty. So it didn't work that time. They didn't have a backup play, and with 1 second left on the play clock, forced to call a timeout.
4:19. Again, thanks for joining us on this live audio broadcast. And again, we cannot show you the live video broadcast as per UIL rules on Friday nights. And so we are only able to bring you this live audio. Thus, we're calling this as if it is a radio broadcast. And so you may go and check out this video later on sometime and wonder why we're talking so much. Well, we're calling it like a radio broadcast. So thanks for listening to this wherever you are at. I hope you're enjoying this game as much as we are. 14-7 ball game here. 4:19 left to go in the first half. Wildcat football, 2nd down and 8. And they're driving. Lefevre, he's going to just punch it up the middle. And he'll fall forward for a gain of about 2 yards.
And great job by the linebacker, Marco San Miguel, number 23. A name to look out for. Did a great job. He got Lefevre before he could get out and break it towards the outside. He got his leg. But like you said, Lefevre, when he falls, he's going to fall for 2 or 3 more yards. So it's hard to not let him gain any yards.
Yeah. I'm 6 foot, almost 6'5", right under 6'5", and I was on the field. I'm like, he's every bit as tall as I am, and so He's a mountain of a man for sure. 3rd down and 6 now for the Wildcats. And here comes the pressure, and he's going to just let this one go. And they may say intentional grounding because he wasn't out of the pocket on that. No receiver in the area. But they will not call it.
That was dangerous. First of all, they could have been intercepted, but there was no one there. Intentional grounding could have been called, but
it is
called. Mm-hmm. And there you just need to take the ball in and just take the sack. There's no receiver there. Just protect the ball. Don't throw it up like that. I think he was trying to get towards the out of bounds, but either way, it would have been intentional grounding.
Yeah, if he can throw it past the line of scrimmage and out of bounds, then it's not intentional grounding, but that was well short of that. And so this brings up a 4th down and 12. And so Lefevre's is going to drop back into punt position from his shotgun. And he is the punter as well. So both quarterbacks pulling double duty tonight. Beautiful looking punt, spiral. Coming down about the 34-yard line. This will be returned. Nice move there on the outside. Number 2, Nathan Martinez, who had the interception earlier. And he just brings it out to the 35-yard line.
And so the Cardinals are going to get good field to work with at the 35-yard line. There's 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second quarter. See if they can capitalize, put any points on the board, make it 3 or 7. It'll be valuable going into the second half with the Wildcats receiving.
Yes, and that's what I was going to say. So the Cardinals receive first in the ball game, and so the Wildcats will come out and receive the football in the second half. So Wildcat player down on the ground right now with an injury with 3:20 remaining in the first half. Wildcats leading 14-7 as the Cardinals come out tonight and have not been able to get in rhythm offensively just yet. Started to see some sparks last drive as they were starting to put some things together, but then that stalled out as well. And just to talk about that Weslaco East front, it's been strong tonight. East side, strong side is their motto. And one of the things that Weslaco East is known for is their weightlifting program, and they're extremely successful in that, and they've always prided themselves on being strong athletes. And so even though the size may not be there, when you look at Weslaco versus Harlingen, the strength is a big deal, especially on that interior, that offensive line and the defensive line. And so it's not always what meets the eye. Sometimes it's something beyond that.
And when you pressure the quarterback like they have been with their strength, the quarterback will need to get the ball out quickly. They're going to try to call routes for those receivers. So I think the Weslaco East defense has done a great job in coverage as well, keeping the receivers in check, not allowing any big plays. Mm-hmm. But earlier in the pregame, one of the other keys for Weslaco East was do not let the Cardinals get 4 or 5 or 6 yards on first down. Make them have to throw the ball, and they've been doing that. And now it's 14-7 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds late in the second quarter.
Still down on the field, and Coach Burgett of Weslaco East will come to check on his player. Hoping all is okay with him as they get ready to finish out this first half here with 3:20 remaining. Great ball game so far.
So Coach Gomez has to go in and tell the offense, we're going to run the playbook like we have been and try to get the offensive line more spirited and have them protect that quarterback just a little longer and get more plays and try to stay more balanced than they have been. The balance is key because once you are relying on one form of the game, it becomes so much easier as a defensive coordinator, no matter who's playing, to stop that game plan.
All right, we got our team, Harlingen's team doctor out here right now is going to go and take a look at this young gentleman, and hopefully all is okay. Could be a lower leg injury. So they're going to take some time and make sure not move him too quickly. And in the meantime, we wait for the remainder of the first half. Try to see if we can get some scores, Matthew, from across the district here. A couple of big games going on tonight. Harlingen South playing San Benito. And so that's going to be one to watch. Los Fresnos, another team to watch. Brownsville Han, another team to watch in this district. As we said, kind of right now, the top 3 spots actually are locked up pretty good with undefeated records
We're working on the score updates, and right now, like you said, the top 3 spots belonging to San Benito, Harlingen High, Brownsville, Hannah. They're all undefeated.
Right.
And right now, in San Benito, first quarter, 17-0 over Harlingen South.
Let's give a big round of applause.
We have Weslaco High beating Brownsville, or not beating Brownsville Rivetta right now in the second quarter, 24-0. Los Fresnos and Hannah, 7-3 in Brownsville. That's a game to look out for. That could show a lot later on in the playoff picture, as these 3 teams, Wesco East, Brownsville, Hannah, and Los Fresnos, are fighting for those last 2 spots at this moment in district play.
All right, players helped off the field, and hoping all is well with number 40 from the Weslaco East Wildcats, and hoping that he's going to be okay. So here we go. We will continue here our broadcast here. 1st and 10 now. Ball is on the 35-yard line. The Cardinals, after the punt, have 3 minutes and 20 seconds. They do have 2 timeouts remaining to try to put some points on the board before taking it into that halftime locker room. Here we go. We're looking Wildcat formation now for the Cardinals. And so we have a new quarterback, number 19. Jaime Galvan up the middle. He's got some speed. This is a speedster, Matthew, we're talking about. 9-yard pickup for him right off the bat.
2 weeks ago, late in the fourth quarter, they brought in these 2, the Galvans.
That's right.
And let them run and just take time off the clock and gain yards. I think they were playing Brownsville Rivetta. It was useful, and I said they should bring it in as a change of tempo. And it looks like they will be doing that right now. Wildcat trying to get something going late in this first half.
So Jaime Galvan, quarterback, Wildcat, and he's going to take this with Jesus Galvan in the back. He's going to fake it. He takes it up the middle. He should have the first down forward progress. We'll mark him about the 46-yard line. He'll have enough for a Cardinal first down.
On the stop, number 43.
And I like the idea from Coach Gomez trying to change it up and just show the Wesco East off defense a different look heading into halftime and make them have to prepare for something else late in the second half.
Now, Daniel Ramirez is as a wide receiver right now, and so he is still on the field. High snap. Galvan picks it up, though, or says brings it down, I should say. Takes a big hit, but he'll gain 1 yard on that carry.
The high snap really didn't give him much room to work with. The defensive line did a good job backing the offensive line up, and just no hole there. Number 3 came in from the linebacker spot and gave a nice hit on him when he tried to gain another 2 or 3 yards as a second effort.
All right, here we go. Back, Daniel Ramirez in the saddle again. He's going to send number 19, Jaime Galvan, out wide. Second and down and 9. 1:45 left to go in the first half. Cardinals trailing by 7. Ramirez, right-hand side, rolls out, looking for Galvan, and he in and out of Galvan's hands on the sideline. Great pass, but incomplete.
Like you said, out on the sideline, it was a nice, looked like a bootleg option. He tried to throw it to Galvan late on the sideline, and Galvan tried to let it come into him, and it just went in and out of his hands.
So 3rd down and 9 now for the Cardinals. Clock stops there with an incomplete pass. And number 5, Daniel Ramirez with Jesus Galvan in the backfield. Play action, looks to pass, has a receiver open on the sideline. That's number 3, Ethan Martinez, and that's enough for a Cardinal first down.
Enough for the first down, and nice. He got just to the first down marker, went to the sideline, good throw, stops the clock, first down. And right now, if you're the Cardinal offense and you do suddenly stall for a little bit, is this 4-down territory?
1:32 left to go in the first half. I would say yes, but they got a shot here. 1st and 10 now for the Cardinals. Daniel Ramirez now shotgun formation, hands it off Jesus Galvan, making a move. Big hit there right in the center of that line, and that is going to be a tackle for a short loss.
And the hit looked like it came from number 3, the linebacker that we called earlier, hitting Jesus Galvan now, or Jaime Galvan, now hitting Jesus Galvan late in the backfield. And that's no gain, maybe a loss of 1 or about half a yard. 2nd and 10 here at the 43-yard line with 1 minute to go.
And here come the Cardinals, and Daniel Ramirez, shotgun formation now. Exciting football game. Jesus Galvan shifts back, pistol now, gets ready. Play action, rolls right, looks downfield, wants to pass, lets it fly. Ethan Martinez with almost an incredible one-handed grab, incomplete.
The pass from Ramirez was too high. He jumped up. Ethan Martinez he got his hand on it. He brought it in, but then he got hit by the Weslaco East defender. It looked like he saw him and didn't want any part of that. So 3rd and 10, 46 seconds to go. Are you looking for a short gain and then try to complete it on 4th down, or are you looking to get the 1st down immediately?
That long slant, we have not seen that yet. Waiting for that to come out. So I think you try to go for that 1st down. Here goes Galvan. Speaking of slant, he runs a slant pattern. Here goes Ramirez, flush from the pocket though. He's got a hand on his jersey and he's going to be sacked for a loss. What a play there by number 48.
Number 48, Robert Vera, the linebacker, got into the backfield. Ramirez saw him, tried to run out, and he got a hold of his jersey and just brought him down with all that force. And now, 4th and 12, 20 seconds left. It looks like they're going to maybe throw a last second ball, try to get into the end zone with late on the clock. I have not seen Joe Reyna get on the field.
7 seconds and ticking, so I don't know if they're going to even get a play off. I think they're going to go into the locker room. I think Coach Gomez is saying, wait, we're going to get the timeout with one.
No score.
Timeout.
That's the end of the 1st half. Wildcats 14, Cardinals.
So in 1 second, the timeout was taken. And they said Weslaco East took it, so I guess Coach Gomez was going to just go to the locker room. He's going to say, we're going to go in at halftime. We're going to make some adjustments. This is not working, And so Weslaco said, hold on 1 second. So with the 4th and 12 and 1 second remaining, we will have one more play before half.
And interestingly enough, I have not called a name, and you have not called a name that I have been waiting to see, and I haven't seen him on the field all game. That's number 6, Joe Reyna. I haven't seen him line up at the receiver spot. I don't know if there's something wrong. And I also do not see him on the sideline.
Yeah, true. I do not know what's going on there.
And 2 weeks ago, he was the big play receiver against Browns Rivera, catching all 3 touchdowns from Daniel Ramirez. It looked like them two had the most chemistry together. And it's showing here he needs that go-to receiver.
So 4th and 12. Just interesting little turn of events here. And they're going to send Ramirez back out onto the field. Yeah, he's going to go directly into that shotgun formation. So not sure if they're going to try to just let one fly downfield and try to connect in that end zone Hail Mary style, or he's going to just take the snap and kneel it and go into the locker room for halftime. Well, we're going to get another timeout, Weslaco East.
So we're just going to wait and see just a little longer. Feels like the end of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I just don't understand what the thought process is in this. If you're Weslaco East and burning 2 timeouts back to back, you're not sure, if he's trying to set something up in case they try to just drop back and sling it downfield. And, he wants to set up his secondary, so perhaps for a pick and a run back, I don't know, or whatever the case may be, or playing head games. Who knows what it is right now at this point, but we will try to make sense of it here with the 4th and 12 and 1 second remaining. 14-7 is your score here with Weslaco East leading.
I think that they are trying to ice the quarterback's arm.
Maybe that's possible. I don't know.
I don't have another explanation at this point. I just play prevent and don't let the end zone happen. You go into halftime. Don't try to get any more points on the board at this point. Go into halftime with the lead, momentum, carry it on to the second half.
All right, here we go. Cardinals now lined up, and Weslaco East has no more timeouts, so we should have the last play of the first half right here. Daniel Almeida's now in shotgun formation. Here comes the blitz. Left-hand side, right-hand side. He's going to step up in the pocket. Lets it fly downfield. Has a receiver intercepted by Weslaco East. No time to run it back, but either way, an interception. And that's the way the half will end, folks. 14-7 is your score here at Bogus Stadium, 32-6A. And the Wildcats go into the locker room with a 7-point lead, and they will get the ball back in the second half. Matthew, what about that first half?
Weslaco East did a great job driving down the field, taking time off the clock, and just not letting the Cardinal offense have a chance. And when they did have a chance, stopping that Cardinal offense from scoring or even getting down the field and taking time off the clock on their own. So great game from Weslaco East all around. I'd like to see that continue into the second half. And just with the first reception and drive, you could say the kickoff return, when they get the ball, if they can get a touchdown on the board, that would really go a long way into helping secure a win.
All right, and you're Harlingen. You're hoping to go back into the locker room and make some adjustments, come back out, have that offensive plan firing. All right, folks, thanks for joining us. Set your timers, 28 minutes. We'll be back with second half coverage here live tonight from Bogus Stadium. Matthew Cavazos, Aaron Signs in the booth. Thanks for joining us. We will be back in 28 minutes.
The following students who have participated in Special Olympics this year, recognizing Brittany Calderas, Alma Campos, Alex Garza, Amber Jet, Marisela Marcia, Angela Montier, Laura Lee Noel, Camilo Olivares, Kyle Olivares, Hector Salinas, Aaron Rodriguez, Fidel Vasquez, and Emily Vega.
Weslaco East High School. Wildcat Regiment presents their 2016 program entitled Andalusia with a Pint Line. We are the story of two noble fighters that challenge the traditions and pursuits of the passion. Inspired by the music of Malagueña, España Cani, Malagueña Salerosa, Cielo Andaluz, and La Boda de Luis Alonso. Directed by Head Drum Major Alyssa Aguilar and Assistant Drum Majors Jasmine Peña and Victoria Mena. Now, sit back and enjoy the sights and sounds of the Wildcat Regiment!
And now, taking the field, the award-winning Harlingen High School Cardinals. The Cardinals, under the direction of Ms. Lisa Moreno and Ms. Linda Salinas. The Cardinals would like to take a moment to send their gratitude to the HCISD School Board, the HHS administration and faculty, their families, and their fans. Thank you for supporting these talented dancers. The Cadets are led by First Lieutenant Brandy Gatu, Captain Salma Gomez, Major Anita Day, the 2017-2018 Colonel Natasha Trevino. The Cadets of the week are Kristen Reed and Alexandra Moreno. The Superior Rated Cadets are working hard to uphold the traditions of this long-standing organization. Though we may have major ups and downs, sometimes it is important to just stop and dance it out. We hope you enjoy this energetic performance to the hit Bobby. We invite you to sit back and enjoy the award-winning Cadets. Take it away, Cadets!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is an honor to introduce the award-winning 10-time Texas All-State Marching Band, a Bands of America regional champion, 20 years of consecutive Division I ratings at the UIL Pigskin Jubilee. Please welcome the Harlingen High School Big Red Cardinal Band. Directors for the Cardinal Band are Maria Coronado, Rob Lyon, Melanie Fulaga, Manuel Hernandez, Omar Blanco, and Anthony Garcia. Please enjoy our UIL show entitled The Twilight Zone. Drum major, is your band ready?
escaping an endless sea of hallways.
I was, but I have to do
Fair Lady, locked away. Hypnotized by her own reflection. Soon realized this hotel had no intention of letting them leave. enough to escape with their lives. This particular hotel's guests have been there for quite some time, so be careful, because next time you check in, you may never check out.
I'd like to invite each of you to the 75th annual Hastings Jubilee. The Harlingen High School Band is scheduled to perform at 7:30 tomorrow night. Thank you for your attention tonight, and always remember, Cardinal spirit never dies.
Welcome back to second half live coverage audio here tonight. Cardinals versus the Wildcats. 14-7 your score here as we get ready to kick off the second half. Harlingen Cardinals in the locker room at halftime. If I could be a fly on the wall, Matthew, what would I hear from the Cardinal coaches in response to what Weslaco East did in the first half?
The Cardinal coaches should be telling their offense, right now, we need to open up the game, the second half, with a stop first off, and then get the offense clicking, keep the ball in our possession, and don't let Weslaco East touch the ball again. Use Weslaco East game plan against them, and maybe break off a big play once you get settled in.
And if you're Weslaco East, I think the coaching would be continue doing what we have game planned for, continue pulling that strategy, be efficient in that way, and do what you're doing because it is working so far.
If you're Weslaco East, you want to keep your foot on the gas. You don't want to let up and let this Cardinal offense/defense take control of this game.
All right, here we go. Weslaco East will be returning tonight. His second half coverage getting started here. Live audio broadcast brought to you here by the team at KHGN. Thanks for listening to this live audio. Again, we cannot show live video, so you will have to join us by listening to our voices as we try to paint a picture for you of what is going on. 14-7, here come the Cardinals kickoff team, ready to go.
Kicking off number 82, Luis Garcia.
Back to return, number 4 for Weslaco East, along with two other teammates, and it will go to number 4. And that is Ramsey Vasquez. 15-yard out to the 20 now. Makes him move to the inside of the field. Spins still on his feet and take a host of Cardinal defenders to take him down. And they'll mark him down finally at the 28-yard line.
He did a good job of just finding a hole, keeping his legs moving once he got hit. And got an extra 3-4 yards on the kickoff return. And let's see if this Weslaco East offense can do what they did in the first half. Keep this game going, keep the ball in their hands, and don't let the Harlingen Cardinal touch the ball until that ball has passed the goal line for the Wildcats.
All right, here we go. Just starting off the second half, and Wildcats still in the huddle on the side of the field coming out now, and they will start the play clock here in a moment. The Fever coming back to quarterback this offense, and he has been the key for this offense, both passing and rushing so far. Shotgun formation, spread offense for the Wildcats. He's going to play action, looks down if he wants to pass, lets it fly. He's got a receiver open, and great defensive play there by the Cardinals. Number 13 disrupts it, incomplete pass.
And we saw that play earlier in the first half. 2 receivers, 1 defensive back. He has to make his decision. They throw it inside once again. A high ball, jump ball, and good defense played by number 13 of the Cardinals. That is Justin Munives.
2nd down and 10 for the Wildcats. Play clock at 15 now. And just taking their time. Here goes Lefevre. Hard count again. They've been able to get the Cardinals offsides about 4 times tonight. And he goes back to that hard count. Lefevre now waiting for the snap. Gets it. Wants to pass. Wow, what a gun on that pass there. Incomplete pass, but he fired it in there.
Like you said, he fired the ball. It was just a little too high. The receiver couldn't cradle it in. You could say he jumped up for it just right out of the fingertips, and he dropped it. It's 3rd and 10 now. Like I said, 3rd and 10, ball on the 28. This is a big play for the Cardinal defense. If they can get a stop, they can try to carry this momentum into that lackluster offense that they had so far in the first half.
Here's Lefevre now, that shotgun, waiting for the snap. Wants to pass. Receiver open on the outside. In and out of his hands. Incomplete pass. The pass was there. Could not come up with it. Number 80 for the Wildcats.
Like you said, the pass was there. He reached out, in and out of the hands. And that's 2 big drops right here for the Wildcats. They had one that could have gotten them 3rd and about 3, and then one that was a for sure first down, but just in and out of the hands. Now it's 4th and 10. They're going to punt it off to the Cardinals.
Nathan Martinez, who had that big interception earlier in the game, 70-yard return, or I should say yards after the catch, and he will be back deep to return this one tonight. As Lefevre, the punter now, takes a snap and he boots this one. It will cross midfield. A little bit more for the Wildcats. Nice roll. Bounces out about the 39-yard line. Here come the Cardinals.
Now the Cardinals, they're going to try to come out, play aggressive, attack this Weslaco East defense that's been holding them back early on. And let's see if they can get a run game going. And a run game, like you said earlier during halftime, we were talking about a run game opens up the passing. And let's see if they can get the run game going and then open up the passing and just get their offense that we're used to seeing back on the field.
Daniel Ramirez. He's got 5 wide receivers this time. Empty back set for the Cardinals. Sends Castellanos in motion. Castellanos is going to get the play action. Keeper Ramirez, right-hand side with that spread out defense. He's going to get a nice 14-yard pickup. First down for the Cardinals. They break into Wildcat territory.
Daniel Ramirez really sold that fake. They all thought it was going to be the end around to Castellanos, and he runs right up the right side, and he does a great job avoiding contact, doesn't get hit until he's already about 12 yards down the field. Great job. Easy first down for Daniel Ramirez.
All right, 1st and 10 now for the Cardinals. Empty back set again. 5 wide receivers for Ramirez. Going to keep it. He's spreading out that defense, and he's quarterback keeping it, calling his own number out to the 35, down to the 34-yard line. And that's a big first down for the Cardinals.
And that's 2 quarterback keepers from Daniel Ramirez. Usually we see him make the big plays with his arm, but now a design quarterback sneak, and he breaks the tackle, goes towards the left side, and gets rattled down by number 7. Dimas Alvarez, the outside linebacker, already past the first down marker.
Here's Ramirez again. Empty back again for the Cardinals. No running back in the backfield. Ramirez waiting for the snap. He's going to throw it. Castellanos on the right-hand side. Screen set up. Bounces it to the outside. Breaks one tackle. And that's a nice about 6-yard pickup for number 1, Castellanos.
And like we said, they've done well earlier in games with the short and intermediate routes. And maybe, like we said, breaking off the big play every now and then. But what has really worked for them is the short intermediate screens and play action or run it up the middle. And that's what they're trying to do here against this Wildcat defense.
Here goes Ramirez again. Empty set. Rolling to his left. 2nd down and about 4. Lets it go. There he is on the outside. He's open. Number 3, Ethan Martinez. And he's going to have a nice pickup of about 8 yards. First down for the Cardinals as Ramirez and crew start to click on offense. That rhythm is getting established.
And Ramirez showing his legs early. And I think it really brought the Cardinal offense to life. And everyone is feeling it now. And it looks like they're playing with more energy than they did earlier in the first half.
Here goes Ramirez again. Again, 5 wide receivers. Hard count for them. Does not get Weslaco East to jump. Looks to the sideline, waits for the play. 8 on the play clock now. Clock is stopped. Here goes Ramirez, right-hand side. Now he's going to keep it. Tucks it up the middle. Fighting for some yards there. Gets down to the 15-yard, 5-yard pickup for the quarterback. 2nd down and 5.
On the stop, number 97.
Ramirez once again calling his own number. Fakes a screen out right. Runs up to the left. Got a nice hit on him, but that's a good gain for 5 yards. Ball on the 15-yard line.
All right, here we go. Cardinals now. Looking to the sideline for that play. Get to the line of scrimmage now. And they've been going to this 5 wide receiver set. No running back in the backfield. Ramirez, he's been by himself. This time since Castellanos. It will be a keeper for Ramirez again. Left-hand side. This time, great job tracking him down. Number 42 for the Wildcats. And looks like he'll lose a little bit on that play.
And the Wildcats read that one perfectly. Now seeing Ramirez's dual threat ability, which we haven't seen up here in the booth that much of. And now realizing how much ability he has with his legs, the Wildcat defense will be expecting it more often now.
So they're going to call injury timeout. Oh, I see that we do. I don't know. I didn't see a player go down anywhere. It looked like someone was tying their shoes. Okay, here we go. We're back again now. 9:15 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Just getting started, really. 14-7. Wildcats go 3 and out, and now the Cardinals have had a nice sustained drive, and they're marching inside the red zone now. Ramirez, right-hand side, rolling, looks downfield, wants to pass. Here comes a pressure, and he'll be sacked for a loss. As Ramirez is trying to find the edge, number 90 for the Wildcats comes and puts a big hit on him.
He was looking downfield for his receivers, but good coverage by the Wildcats, and the Wildcats defender, number 80, I'll get you a name in a second, breaks off of the Cardinal offensive lineman. That's Hector Sainz, breaking off the edge and cutting off the edge from Ramirez. And now the field goal units can come on with about a 36-yard field goal.
36-yard attempt for number 85, Jacob Garza. Just trying to get some points up on the board for the Cardinals. Kick is up, it's long enough, and it is good. And so with that, the Cardinals trim the lead of the Wildcats. It's 14-10 now is your score with 8:20 as the Cardinals come out and they're able to keep the Wildcats from advancing, and then they come out and put 3 on the board. So we talked about what do you want to do as the Cardinals. That's it right there. Of course, you want the touchdown if you're a Cardinal fan, but he'll take a 3-point field goal right now.
The Cardinals offense came out after the 3 and out and really played with a lot of energy. You can tell the difference between the first and second half. It looked like all the players were more, you could say, motivated and ready to come out. And I like what they did here. They threw in different kinds of plays, quarterback sneak, quarterback keepers, and then they did what they did best, short and intermediate routes. We did not see, I don't think, any runs with a running back, but it worked so far. That drive worked. And now it is 14-10. They're going to kick off the ball to the Wildcats with 8:20 left in the 3rd.
Luis Garcia kicking off.
Harlingen had not gone to their field goal unit too much this year. Of course, they had a number 85, Mr. Guillen, who kicked here for a few years, I believe. And now a new field goal kicker this year, and does a great job of booting that 36-yarder. So 14-10 is your score now. Kick off to the Wildcats. This will be returned again. That's number 4. That's Ramsey Vasquez. He fumbles it. Picks it back up, though, out to the 18-19. Now he's at the 20-yard line, and he'll go down there, and the Wildcats will come out and start.
And they're going to mark at the 21-yard line. And number 4, Ramsey Vasquez, drops the ball at the beginning. Had to pick it up and got as many yards as possible. Good 11-yard gain. They're out to the 21-yard line. That's where this offense is going to start off. Coming into this, you want to still run the same game plan. Their first call of last drive was a deep pass, and that really didn't set them up well as it wasn't converted, and it caused for a 2nd and 10. And this Weslaco East offense has been running on the short gains and using all 3 downs to get that first down. And it really threw off the game plan whenever it was not converted, the deep pass.
Here we go. Lefevre back to the I formation now. Hand it off to the tailback, and the tailback, nothing there. That's number 29, I believe, Derek Ibarra.
Cardinal defensive line clogged up all the gaps that he had a choice to run through, and it just led to no gain and maybe a 1-yard gain.
A gain of 1.
Usually when they're running that I formation, most of the time that's a keeper. It's going to be a keeper for Lefevre as he just kind of pushes forward a quarterback sneak style. But, on the off chance, he'll hand it off to a tailback. Kind of keeps the defense honest. But we've seen them go into the I formation kind of in goal line situation, but now they're back to that shotgun with 4 wide receivers wide. He's going to play action, looks downfield, passes. Beautiful looking pass, and it's caught out the front. He's going to go all the way, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and a touchdown for number 23. That is going to be Jaime Banuelos. I'm sorry. What a pass. 78 yards, Matthew. I swear I looked up and he was downfield.
He got right behind the defender. Lefevre threw a perfect pass. It looked like a rainbow from here right into the receiver's hands. He looked like he bobbled a little bit. He got possession, and he was too far from the defender. It was a foot race. Defender dove. He knew he didn't have a chance, and he just dove. Last second desperation tackle. Couldn't get it. 20-10. With this extra point, it should be 21-10.
Here's the extra point attempt. The kick is up. Oh, no. I don't know if that was blocked or it was a bad. It looked like it was a bad hold, and the kicker tried to do his best to get it up in the air, just could not. So it'll stay at 20-10, which could come back later, folks. It's a touchdown and a field goal. But wow, Lefevre. We said pregame, key for the Wildcats, key for the Cardinals is Lefevre is that offense for the Wildcats, and he's done it on the ground, and now he's done it in the air.
And last year when he came in, we saw a lot of him running the ball, but I've seen a lot more pass plays called from this Weslaco East offense. It looks like they trust his arm more, and I can see why after that beautiful pass that he had just a perfect ball downfield, and it ended up in a touchdown for the Wildcats.
Well, I tell you what, there's a lot on the line, and I talked earlier in the game. I said, we'll talk about it at some point, but a lot on the line for both teams. Of course, Weslaco East coming in here, and they're 1-2 in district, and so they're kind of in the 5th place spot. They're right sitting out of playoff contention. And then, of course, you have Harlingen and San Benito, Los Fresnos, and 3-0 in district. And so, a lot of people in Harlingen and in San Benito, all week long I've been hearing that all roads are leading to the Battle de Arroyo. There's a lot of hope that Harlingen and San Benito are still undefeated at that time because that's going to be undefeated season on the line and district title. But I tell you what, Weslaco East, they're scrapping for the playoffs right now. And so they're giving everything that they have, and so I tune in, I would say, for this end of the 3rd quarter into the 4th, because I think both teams are going to be fighting hard at the end of this. Here's the kickoff now, and this should be returned. This is the speedster, number 19, Jaime Galvan, and he's going to break it out to the 20 now. Nice move, but he'll go down at the 22-yard line.
And I think it's safe to say this is the Cardinals' first true district test.
Sure.
The past 2 games that I have called here, they played Harlingen South and Brownsville Rivera, both near the bottom of the standings. It's the first true game where there's going to be a big challenge here in district, and this is just starting off.
Yes.
The Cardinals need to look out for every team from now on if they want their chance at the first place recognition.
All right, here we go now. 7:19 left to go in the 3rd. 20-10 is your score. And the Cardinals get a chance here to respond after that beautiful 88-yard pass and catch 78, I'm sorry. Ramirez bobbles this one, but he's going to roll to his right, trying to get rid of it. Here comes the pressure. He keeps scrambling, fires. He connects with Ethan Martinez. And Martinez, out of nowhere, finds an open pocket. He's got the first down for the Cardinals.
That was the scramble drill right there. You always have it. Daniel Ramirez is trying to find the open man towards the right side. Ethan Martinez cuts back upfield. Daniel Ramirez sees him, about to get hit, lets it go. Martinez gets it, and it's a first down for the Cardinals.
What a play there by Martinez. What a scramble by Daniel Ramirez. Just making something happen with his feet and his arm. Here we go. 1st and 10 now. Ball on the 34-yard line. Cardinals moving. Ramirez downfield wants to pass. That's a fly. He's got a receiver. Wide, there he is. Oh, that was almost intercepted. That is going against Weslaco East. That's Joe Reyna streaking downfield. But that is going to be a pass interference call on the defense. Big play there.
And that's the first time we've seen the receiver, Joe Reyna, in the game. He didn't come out in the first half. And that's going to be, as Aaron said, a defensive pass interference. So they're going to get 15 yards for free there. Then Ramirez threw it up to his big play receiver. And he didn't come down with it, but you got the penalty and got 15 yards, so it's worth it.
Well, I don't mean to speculate, but a lot of times when you see a player not come out for the first and come in the second, sometimes there's a disciplinary issue where they say, you're going to sit down for the first half tonight, and you can come out second half. And so whatever the reason, whatever the case, it may be something else totally, completely. But I'm sure the Cardinal fans are happy to see number 6. That's Joe Reyna, leading receiver on the field now. Ramirez looking downfield. He's got Reyna on the outside. Reyna catches it. 40, breaks 1, 2, 3 tackles down to the 30, foot raise down to the 25, 20, and he'll be pushed out at the 20-yard line. And it is good for the Harlingen Cardinals to have Joe Reyna back on the field.
And like we said earlier in the first half, I saw it. He wasn't in the game, and this is their receiver. This is the receiver that Ramirez goes to whenever he's in a tough situation. They go to him. He breaks 3 tackles and gets a nice 30-yard gain. They're at the 20-yard line now, knocking on the Wildcats' end zone.
1st and 10 now. Ball on the 20-yard line. The Cardinals are moving. Daniel Ramirez now going to look play action. Wants to pass. Has a receiver wide open. Ethan Martinez does not see him. He's going to take the ball on his own, and he'll scramble for about 4-yard pickup.
And Daniel Ramirez, he tried to keep his eyes downfield, but there was too much pressure. Instead, he put his head down and ran it and tried to get as many yards as possible. He ends up with 3 after dropping the shoulder pads and just trying to run through defenders. That's going to be a 2nd and 7 down at the 17-yard line.
Here go the Cardinals. Daniel Ramirez is going to shift Castellanos behind Joe Reyna on the outside. Shotgun formation. Keeper, Ramirez, right-hand side, finds the edge down to the 5. Almost in the end zone, but falls short about the 1.5-yard line. 1st and goal coming up for the Cardinals.
Ramirez running around trying to find the holes that the Wildcat defense gives him. And he does. He finds the hole, and he just gets tripped up about 2 yards short. They're going to have a 1st and goal on the 2-yard line. And they're going to look to punch it into the end zone and make this a 3-point ball game.
Castellanos on the field, and that's number 19, Galvan, and he's going to run the Wildcat from here. We know he's got the moves and the speed. Jaime Galvan in the quarterback position now, shotgun formation, and he's going to keep this one up the middle of the field, wide open, hole, touchdown, Cardinals.
A great option. They all flew into Castellanos, and Galvan had a wide open hole. He could have walked it into the end zone.
Watching this replay here, great seal block by number 53 right there. That's Brandon Pesina, and he just seals off that linebacker, and Galvan is able to walk into the end zone. What a play design there, and the Cardinals with some life after that big defensive giveaway. And they're back on the board. Extra point is up, and it is good. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a 3-point ball game. 20-17 is your score with 5:17 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
17.
So coming into the second half, Cardinals had only managed 7 points in 1 half, and now 7 minutes into the 2nd half, and they have managed to put 10 points on the board. Wildcats, same thing. They've put 6 points on the board. This is getting closer and closer to being a 4th quarter shootout.
I told you, folks, stay with us here in this live audio broadcast. It's about to get even better. With 5:17 left to go, it is a 3-point ball game, and I tell you what, I think both teams are saving it up for the second half. Like I said, both teams are fighting. They're clawing. They're scratching. One of them for that first place dominance, the other one for that playoff spot. And so I tell you what, we're going to see the best of both teams here to finish out the third and into the fourth.
Wildcats are going to get another chance on offense, and they're going to try to run the same game plan they've been running. They broke a big play earlier, 78-yard touchdown, as we said. Lefevre to number 23, Banuelos, who got a nice step on the defender and just ran it into the end zone. And here's the kick. They're going to return it. That's number 4. He's going to take it all the way out, and he's going to make a couple moves. He's going to break it to the outside, and he's going to get stopped up around the 25-yard line. Wildcat offense is getting ready to come out onto the field. There's 5:10 left in the third quarter. Here we go at the 25-yard line. So the Cardinal defense right now, they're wanting to make a stop. Their offense is clicking. The Cardinal defense can make a stop, and the offense can carry this momentum and try to get their first lead of the ball game. But on the other side, the Wildcats do not want this Cardinal offense on the field at all. They're going to try to keep that ball in their possession and try to make this a nice methodical drive down the field.
Here goes the Wildcats line up. Lefevre under center now. He's got 3 running backs in the backfield. Here's that triple option. He goes with a pitch this time. Ibarra. Left-hand side. Lots of red jerseys on the play. Gain of only 1 yard for Ibarra.
On the stop.
A lot of red jerseys, as you said. They all swarmed to the ball like the Bird Gang. And they all got to the ball, and he only got 1 yard on the toss. Tried to get the edge, and number 44 made initial contact. Elizar Perales for the Cardinals.
Here goes Lefevre back in that shotgun formation now with 4 wide receivers. 2nd down and 8 coming up, 4:37 left to go in the third quarter. Lefevre downfield, wide open receiver, and just great defensive play. I think he just took a hand in there because he had him in step. That would have been long gone if that was not interrupted.
Lefevre had it. He threw it to number 20. That's their big play, Alvarado Medrano. And he had it, and he really doesn't. He ran a couple more yards up and really didn't like that he couldn't come out with the ball. But now we're looking at 3rd and 8. Ball on the 26-yard line. Cardinals looking for another 3 and out to give their offense another chance to just take this lead heading into the fourth.
Well, I tell you what, the last time that the drive stalled out for Weslaco East, it was because of dropped balls. Lefevre is putting the ball where it needs to be, and he continues to do so. Here he goes, play action now. And he's going to be sacked in the backfield. Pressure all around him, and he's going to lose about 6 yards on that one.
And the Cardinals, it looked like every defensive lineman broke out of their block. He eventually got hit by 3 Cardinals, and the other 2 are right there with them. And it looks like the entire team came out of this second half, came out of halftime. And I don't know what Coach Gomez said, but I hope he does it a lot more going into future games, because they came out with energy and they came out firing and ready to go.
All right, here we go. It's going to be a nice punt by Lefevre. I take that back. It looked really nice in the air, but it was really short, and most of that was out of bounds. So it's going to be a short punt for Lefevre, and the Cardinals are going to have some excellent field position here to continue on in this third quarter with some momentum on their side. Down 3, 20-17 with 3:51 left to go in the third quarter, and the Cardinals will take over at the Weslaco East Wildcat 40-yard line.
Coming in right now, Daniel Ramirez doing a good job leading this Cardinal offense, making a lot of plays, calling his own number a lot. He's been running around, and I really like what I've seen from him, doing nice jobs. Like I said, with his running ability, we haven't seen that. A nice surprise here in the second half early on.
1st down and 10 out, ball on the 40-yard line for the Cardinals. Daniel Ramirez, this time he's going to put Galvan on the end around. Here comes Galvan. He's going to throw it. The lefty lets it fly downfield, and he has a receiver in and out of his hands. Incomplete pass.
And he had a receiver, number 19, I think the Jaime Galvan had the receiver. He threw it. A nice pass on the run, the left-handed quarterback, and that was to Wally. It was just maybe a tad out of reach, and Wally just right through the fingertips, and he couldn't get a handle on it.
You're talking about inches, folks. Inches, and that would have been a touchdown. Here we go. 2nd down and 10 now for the Cardinals. Back to that empty back set. He'll send Castellanos, bring him to his sides to get over here, number 1. Castellanos in the backfield now. And play action, looking downfield. Ramirez wants to pass, lets it fly in and out of the hands of his receiver and almost intercepted.
He said in and out of the hands. It was right there. It was a fireball coming into Joe Reyna. And it was just, like you said, again, in and out of the hands. It was almost intercepted by a Wildcat defender. Tip drill, just out of the reach of him as well.
Looking at the play, they have some play cards here on the sidelines, and they put up those posters and cut some cool logos on there. I think that one was Texas A&M Pringles Twitter. So it means something to somebody, not to us on the sideline. Here we go. 3rd down and 10 now for the Cardinals. Wally in motion. Ramirez in the shotgun. Sends Galvan in motion now. Looks downfield to pass. Oh, and he's going to grab that. Reyna cradles the football, and he'll have a 1st down for the Cardinals.
And this is the guy that they needed on the field right now. The receiver, the go-to. He feels a little bit of pressure. Reyna gets wide open. The ball a little low, but not a problem for Reyna. He gets down, gets the ball, gets it in his possession. He gets hit from behind, but it's not enough to jar the ball loose. That's a complete ball. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go, Cardinals now. Empty back set again. Backfield again for the Cardinals. Going to send Castellanos in motion. Low snap. Fumbled. And Ramirez just falls on top of it before the defender gets there.
And that's going to be a big loss here. I think at the loss of 7. That'll be 2nd and 17 down near the 36-yard line. So now they have a lot of field to work with and a lot of yards to gain. Let's see if they can come out, maybe get a big pass play going.
2nd down now and 17. Here we go. Ramirez, pump fake. Right-hand side, wants to fly. He does let it go. There's Galvan Jaime down to the 10-yard line. He's going to be taken down finally at the 8. That's a big-time play by the quarterback to the speedy receiver.
Jaime Galvan found the sweet spot in the defense. Wide open. Ramirez sees him. Made a nice fake pump. Number 55 fell for it. A nice pass to Galvan. Gets about another 8 yards. Now he's down to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal.
Here we go, Cardinals now. And here's the Wildcat, number 19. That's Jaime Galvan. He's in the quarterback position now. Takes it up the middle, finding a daylight fumble on the play. And I believe the Wildcats fell on top of this one, waiting for the official call. And Wildcat football. Jaime Galvan with a fumble.
A big turnover for the Cardinals. They had the drive going. Galvan fumbles it. Wildcats are going to take ball at the 5-yard line. You can call that a goal line stand and a goal line turnover for the Cardinals.
Number 19, I don't know for sure. I've heard that he's a sophomore. That's what I've heard. And so young player either way, developing player, comes to the sideline. Coaches actually go and encourage him, get him back up. You're a young player, lots of talent seemingly. Seems like he has so much speed. And we actually saw his arm a while ago. He threw it downfield, just a little, for somebody who comes in cold to throw like that, great pass. So see a lot of future with him. So he fumbles the ball, gets encouragement on the sideline. Here we go. Weslaco, he's trying desperately to get something going again. They've been stalled out here in the second half. The Fever under center. He's backed up on his own 5-yard line. And he's going to try to push the pile forward, falls forward, gain of 2 yards.
They're just trying to get out of their own, getting out of their backs being on the goal line. They're just trying to get out of the 5-yard line range, trying to get more field to work with, and try to get away from the safety that could happen, a speculation. But now we're at the 7-yard line. Maybe another run up the middle. Maybe give it to Lefevre again. Let him try to power his way through for about 4 yards.
We'll find out. 2nd and 8, pitch out now. Ibarra. Oh, big hit in the backfield. And that's going to be a nice takedown. And almost no gain, maybe 1 on the play.
He got tricked up in the backfield. It looked like he had a little bit of a hole. A Cardinal defender just dove and ankle tackle, you can say. Now it is 3rd and 6. Ball on the Wildcat 9-yard line.
Well, the Wildcats definitely don't want to be pinned back like this, especially with the momentum that the Cardinals have been able to pick up here in the 3rd quarter. So we're going to try something to get out of this 3rd and 6 situation, get the ball downfield. Ball on the 9-yard line, 48 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Weslaco up 20-17, Lefevre. He connects with his receiver there, out to 25, 30, 35 now, down to the 40, 43-yard line. What a pass and catch. Number 80 takes it downfield, and that's a big-time play. Hector Sainz.
Lefevre sees him. He launches a fireball. Number 34 tries to make a play on it. He can't get there in time, and that's going to let Sainz have the ability to run upfield for another 30 yards for a huge 34-yard gain.
To be backed up 3rd down and on your 9-yard line, and to get out that way is huge for Weslaco. He's Lefevre, keeper, left-hand side, and he's going to bulldoze his way 8 to 9 yards downfield.
Well, looks like it's going to be a 2nd and either long 1 or short 2 here, and the ball's going to be placed right behind the midfield mark. Weslaco East offense is rolling now.
3rd quarter.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Wildcats.
All right, they'll switch sides. I mean, barely move at all because the ball is on the 50, so they just got to swap. I tell you what, no offense to the Harlingen Cardinal defenders, but they helped Lefevre up by the hand on that one. It looked like a men amongst boys out there. Lefevre is a large body quarterback for Weslaco East. And what's so impressive about him is that he can move. He's athletic. He's got an arm that he's showing off tonight. And so just a great looking athlete down there. But he's meeting his match tonight against his Harlingen Cardinal defense that just keeps bringing it play after play. So here we go. What a matchup, folks. 2nd and 2 now. We're starting the 4th quarter. Lefevre puts his head down, and he's going to just rumble over 4 or 5 defenders.
Lefevre goes inside.
Wow.
Lefevre found a little gap and made it a big one as he just pummeled through every defender that he had close to the sticks. And that's going to be a gain of 9 yards. He's down at the 41, 1st and 10. You can see on the replay, he just put his shoulder down and ran over, I think, 2 defenders there.
I'm not going to even give you the play-by-play on that instant replay. It was tough to watch. He just barreled through some people. All right, 1st and 10 now. 11:32 left to go in the ball game. 2017, Weslaco East. Lefevre is going to pass. Intercepted by the Cardinals.
And there's number 34. He tried to make a play on the one that they passed to Sainz, and he makes a play on this one, jumped the route, and that's going to be a diving interception for Jaden Joe Wright, the safety. He comes in and he gets the interception, playing zone coverage, and that's a huge turnover. Now the momentum's going back the other way for the Cardinal offense.
Look, folks, Weslaco East seemingly had all the momentum in the world. They were moving the ball downfield. Lefevre was unstoppable on that drive. And Jaden Joe Wright, like you said, Matthew, sold out a while ago on that pass to the Sainz on the edge. Gave up that big 30-yard reception. This time he sold out again, but he timed it perfectly, jumped in front, and that's an interception. So 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Daniel Ramirez rolling to his right, looks to his left, back to his right. Ethan Martinez on the sideline, and he's got the reception, and I think he's got the 1st down too.
He just gets to the sideline. He's trying to call for Ramirez, and Ramirez sees him finally. He gives it to Martinez at the sideline. Like I said, 11-yard gain. And that's going to be enough for the 1st down at the 46-yard line.
Cardinals have been playing catch-up since the very beginning of the ball game today. Have not held the lead yet tonight. Daniel Ramirez now 1st and 10 ball on the 46-yard line, their own 46. Empty backfield. Going to be a keeper this time. Edge rush now. 50 cross midfield out to the 45-yard line. Nice 9-yard pickup for the quarterback.
Great blocking. They didn't let a defender. He wasn't touched by a defender, but he felt pressure. Being a quarterback, you don't want to get hit. So he goes out of bounds. That's a nice 9-yard pickup. Now it's 2nd and short. And I'd like to see a big play here. If it doesn't work, 3rd and 1, just punch it in.
All right, I want to see they're going to call that poster play down there. Teachers Lounge, Instagram, Alabama. Here we go. 2nd down and 1 for the Cardinals. Snap, handoff, Castellanos, right-hand side. I think he may have the 1st down. They're going to mark him real close.
This might have to be a measurement, and it looks like they're going to mark him just short. And 3rd and about half a yard to go.
Short. The nose of the ball, I mean, like you said, less than half a yard. to that first down marker. They are in Weslaco East Wildcat Field now, on their side of the field. And here we go, Daniel Ramirez. Nobody in the backfield with him. Keeper, right-hand side again. Puts his shoulder down, and he's going to knock down 2 defenders on his way to a big-time 12-yard pickup and a first down.
Daniel Ramirez, not as big as Lefevre, but he says, I see what you can do, and I'm going to try to do it better. And he puts his shoulder down, just breaks 2 tackles there, almost 3 tackles, and gets 12 yards on the carry, 34-yard line.
Anything you can do, I can do it better. First and 10 now for the Cardinals, and they're marching. Castellanos shifts to the running back position now. 4 wide receivers. Castellanos gets a give. Fumbles the ball.
Recovered by the Cardinals.
And he'll jump back on it, gain about 2 yards.
Castellanos tried to run it up the middle, and the arm of the Weslaco East defender, I think that's number 95, just punches the ball out just a little bit, but Castellanos has the opportunity to fall on it. 2nd and 8 now at the 32-yard line.
We're under 10 minutes, folks. 10:46 left to go in the ball game. 2017 Wildcats. What a game we have here. Thanks for listening to this live audio broadcast. Ramirez rolls to his left. Great block by Castellanos. Drops it into Martinez, and he can't hold on to it. Incomplete pass.
A nice rollout from Ramirez and a good throw running to the left, the right-handed quarterback. That's a hard throw to make. Martinez was there. He had it. A nice throw, just in and out of the hands, dropped. Now it's 3rd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
All right, here we go now. Cardinals getting to the line now. 3rd and 8. Castellanos coming back to the side of Ramirez now. Waiting for the snap. Here it is. Play action. Downfield, he looks. Nothing open, and he's sacked in the backfield as the pressure gets to him.
Sacked in the backfield, as you said, 38-yard line. And that's going to be 4th and 13. And they're going to bring the
Punt unit, looks like. Nope.
No?
Never mind.
They're going to try to get the first down. 38-yard line. I can see a mess up here would mean that Lefevre only gets the ball at the 38-yard line. That's good. Cardinal defense has been playing pretty good in the second half. I can see why they're going for it here on 4th down.
4th down, 14, and they're going. Ramirez rolls to his left, looking downfield, has a receiver. He couldn't. Oh, what a defensive play by number 4. That is Ramsey Vasquez coming out of that secondary, and he could have picked that one, Matthew.
He had great instincts. He saw the ball, the slinger to Joe Reyna. He just jumps it, but it looks like it got to Reyna.
It got through.
He didn't think it was going to get through, and that resulted in a drop. And now the Cardinal defense needs to get a stand here, or it could be dangerous for them.
Weslaco East, they were really rolling that last drive out. Lefevre was unstoppable. He was barreling over defenders. He was connecting on his passes. And then what a play by the safety and Joe Wright. Jaden Joe Wright, who intercepted it. But unfortunately for the Cardinal fans, not able to capitalize. So here goes Weslaco East now, 8:45. They took 6 minutes off the clock in the first quarter. Lefevre, pump action, but he's hit hard as he lets that one go. He's going to feel that one tomorrow, folks. Incomplete.
And he tried to throw it out, and it looks like we had some incidental contact on the right side of the field, and a cornerback, that's Joe Wright, comes up limping. He's going to try to get to the sideline and get checked out here.
That's a big loss there for the Cardinals because Joe Wright, he's definition of just selling out tonight. He's been going for the big plays, and he paid off on that interception. Didn't so much on that 130-yard that he lost, but he's going to come off the field. He's got some little ankle or knee injury there, so hopefully he'll be okay. Here we go now. 2nd and 10. Lefevre, shotgun formation now. Keeper, here he goes up the middle. And rumbling, stumbling Lefevre. Gain of about 5 yards and a cloud of dust.
You said 5 yards, so it's going to be a 3rd and 5. And I wonder if they're going to try to attack where Joe Wright was and where he just came out. New corner just came into the game. See if they go to him and see if they let number 23, who had the big touchdown earlier, give him space and see what he can do.
They're down in 5. Let's see what happens. The Fever now wants to pass. They go back to where Joe Wright was, actually, Matthew, and he'll catch that. The receiver out at the 50-yard line. First down for the Wildcats.
He just got past the first down. Now he's at midfield, and he got the ball. First down and 10. Like I said, at midfield, Wildcats are rolling now.
On the reception, number
1st and 10. Personnel change here for the Wildcats. I think they're going to shift about 3 in and out. Looking to huddle up. 20 on the play clock. Taking their time. No rush. They want to try to knock off as much time as possible. They have the lead, so they're going to try to protect that. Lefevre under center now. Here's his 3 men in the backfield. He usually likes to run the option. He usually likes to keep it, though. He'll pitch this time. Ibarra on the edge. Trying to stay inbounds, and he does. Gain of about 3 yards.
It's going to be 2nd and 7. It looked like he had the edge, but the Cardinal defenders, that looks like number 2, Nathan Martinez, got there just in time and slowed him down and just knocked him down. 3-yard gain. Not bad for the Cardinal defense and not bad for the Wildcat offense either.
7-13. What a game we've had here at Bogus tonight. Thanks for joining us in this live audio broadcast. 2nd down now for the Wildcats. Pushing the piles, Lefevre, and he's going to just fall forward, and he'll pick up his automatic 3 yards in doing so.
You're right there. 3rd and 5 now, 45-yard line. And this is a big play. They get into first down. They're just inching closer to field goal position and just taking more time off the clock. But if the Cardinals can hold them, they'll get the ball back with just about 6 minutes left in the game.
3rd down. Big play right here. Lefevre now going to line up in that shotgun. Will he run it? Will he pass it? We'll find out. Lefevre, run up the middle. Lots of space. Hurdling a defender and then bulldozing 2. And he's going to grab about 9 yards on that play. And we're a little confusion in the field, bro. That's going to be Weslaco East first down.
And they're going to get the first down, like you said, at the 30. It looks like the 36-yard line. Lefevre just hurdled the defender at the sticks and then ran it another 4 yards. 36-yard line. Big play for the Wildcat offense. And they're getting closer. This could be field goal range, or they could punch it into the end zone and ice this game.
Both teams have 3 timeouts remaining. Something to keep in mind as well. First down now for the Wildcats. Lefevre, keeper up the middle.
Lefevre up the middle. Goes
3-yard gain.
35.
There's the automatic 3 for falling.
That's it.
That's all he needs. 2nd and 7.
Yeah. I mean, I know we're joking about it, but it's true, folks. I mean, from the point of impact, really, he falls forward and he just stretches all the time. He picks up another 2 to 3 yards. It's almost automatic every single time. Here we go now. 2nd down. Long 7, we're going to call it. Because we've got to give them those automatic 3. Okay, here we go. The Fever now. And they're going to call that dead, and they're going to say, I think it's timeout. Yep, timeout Wildcats.
2nd and 8 with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left.
So has the story been, Matthew, what do you think? Has the story been more Weslaco East defense? Or has it been more Harlingen Cardinals offense sputtering just a little bit? Better in the second half. A lot better in the second half. Could be because of Joe Reyna, other things. But what's the bigger story tonight? Is it that Weslaco East defense and maybe it's a little bit underrated? Or is it just that Harlingen's Cardinals offense just hasn't clicked tonight?
I think it would be a little bit of both for me. Weslaco East brought in nice pressure, but to me it wasn't necessarily Joe Reyna wasn't in the game and it wasn't clicking, but it just looked like they came out and they weren't ready to play. It didn't look like they were. It looked like they were looking ahead. They weren't thinking of this as too much of a test, and it's really coming back to bite them now. That first half really sputtered a lot there for the Cardinal offense. The only reason they got the points on the board was a 70-yard interception return. So I think you can call it both ways. But to me, it's been both. They've just both.
All right, now 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Wildcats. Lefevre, he's going to just truck forward again. Here he goes. Drops his shoulder, runs over the linebacker. And this time he'll pick up a little bit more than 3. He's going to pick up about 4 in that one.
I think if you give Lefevre a running start, it's an automatic 5.
Yeah. Pretty much.
He'll get 2 yards, he'll run over a defender, and then fall for 3. That's the way it goes. It's a pattern. Now it's 3rd and 4, long 3. The 30-yard line.
The Fever now. Again, another, back-to-back third down situations. Last time he just ran. He hurdled and bulldozed. So let's see what he does here. Lefevre now in that shotgun. He's going to run it again. Here we go. Oh, big hit there at the line of scrimmage. And now Harlingen Cardinals says, nuh-uh, not on my watch. That's number 92 with a big hit. Sam Alonso.
That was a name to look out for earlier. Lefevre tries to get it, and Alonso says, not this time. And he's going to stop him for no gain. 4th and 4. And the offense for the Wildcats is still out on the field. It looks like they're going to try to go for the first down and keep the time running.
Here goes Harlingen Cardinal defense. Here's the time for them to say, hey, we've got something to say about this game. Lefevre dropping back. Wants to pass, lets it fly. There's a defender in the area. An incomplete pass, and the Harlingen Cardinals are going to turn over on downs.
There was a defender in the area. It just looked like it wasn't a good pass from Lefevre. It wasn't necessarily a bad pass. It was just bad decision. There was 2 defenders in the area. 4th and 4. You need to know your situation. You only need a couple of yards. And so, bad decision. 4 minutes to go. Cardinals at the 30-yard line just made a big defensive stand. And all they need is a field goal at this point.
That's it. Send it all overtime. 4:05 left to go. All 3 timeouts remaining for the Cardinals. Something to watch out for. And really, the Cardinal offense has been clicking. It's been finding its rhythm. It's just been stopped short of anything. And so they're definitely going to try to get back to that same momentum. Handoff this time. Right-hand side. That's Joe Reina on the end around. And there's nothing there. Jet sweep yields 0 yards.
Like you said, no gain on the play, the end around. Joe Reina, it was stopped. Good job by the Weslaco East defense coming out. I think I saw all 7 of the front 7, you could say, for the Weslaco East defense there on Reina as he hit the line of scrimmage. So good job by them. Now it's 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go, Daniel Ramirez. Every play counts right now. Looks downfield. He's going to take it to the outside bootleg now. Beautiful hookup pass there with Jaime Reina. And that's a 14-yard pickup to number 19.
I don't know if you saw it, Aaron, but Ramirez felt the pressure. He rolled out to the left, and a huge block by Castellanos. Number 43 was coming in on him, and Castellanos just knocked him just a little out of his way, and that gave Ramirez the time to give it to Galvan. He takes the snap.
Keeper for Ramirez now, shedding 1 defender there. He's going to have a nice 5-yard pickup.
I think I saw his legs where his head was supposed to be.
Flipped around there. They're going no huddle. Back to the line of scrimmage again. 2nd down and 5 now. 2:54 remaining in the ball game. 2017. Cardinals trail by 3. Castellanos, little screen on the outside. He's going to have the first down and more. Past midfield, 44-yard line. And they're in Wildcat territory.
This is a good job by the Cardinals doing the short intermediate passes. And I like when Ramirez rolls out and lets the receivers find the zone, find the space in zone. Maybe we can see that one more time here. Good job, Ethan Martinez, Jaime Galvan, Joe Reina, all big play receivers at this point.
Here goes Ramirez rolling to his left. Here comes the blitz from the middle. Gets away from it. He's going to tuck it, runs it. 4-yard pickup. And he's going to be tackled hard.
Tackled hard. 2nd and 6-yard line. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line. Ramirez felt the pressure and just cut upfield and tried to gain as many yards as possible.
2:07. 3 timeouts remaining for the Cardinals. Down by 3. 2:01 now. Ramirez. Handoff. Castellanos, left-hand side, pushing the pile now, close to that first down marker, just short.
Close to the 35.
It looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 2, maybe a long one, short 2. Either way, it's 3rd and manageable right here at the 36-yard line. And we'll see with 1:40 left in the game what they're going to call.
Here we go. Big 3rd down for Daniel Ramirez and the Cardinals. Castellanos in the backfield now. 3 receivers to his right. Play action. Rolling to his right now. Wants to pass. Here comes the pressure. Steps up in the pocket. Lets it fly. Almost intercepted. 4th down coming up.
Guess who almost intercepted? That's
number 4.
Number 4.
There he is.
Ramsey Vasquez. Again, he got the pick earlier. And also right now, great instincts again. He saw Reina, I think it was, open. No, it was Ethan Martinez, and he almost jumped the route and picked the ball off. Now 4th and 2. Biggest play of the game right here.
Here it is, folks. Daniel Ramirez, empty back. Empty set. Here we go. Timeout, timeout. Weslaco East. Gotta think this one over a little bit. 4th down and 2, 1:19 remaining in the ball game. It is 2017. Wildcats lead the Cardinals. Have led them all game long. Cardinals, 2 yards to make it happen.
All right, Aaron. You're in Coach Gomez's shoes right now. What are you calling?
You've got to let Daniel Ramirez have his legs. You put him in a bootleg, in a rollout play action. I would say even forget the play action. You've got to get him on the outside. That's when he's most effective, when he's on the run. He's able to make space, and if he has to, he can run it downfield and get you that first down. So you've got to put it in the hands of your quarterback. You've got to let him roll out. It can be a bootleg, and then let him get it in space and make a decision.
All right, I think I'm going to agree with you on that one. Ramirez has been the player of the game for the Cardinal offense so far. He's made the plays that he's had to when he needs it most.
Only other thing I can think of, Matthew, and it would be out of character, but it's possible, is to do Wildcat with number 19. That's the only other thing I could see, and let him make some shaky moves and get free downfield. But I think Daniel Ramirez is going to take that quarterback shot right now. And I say you let him get out in space, and he can make a decision with his legs or with his arm. Here we go, 4th down and 2. 1:19 left to go in the ball game. 2017, play of the game perhaps. Daniel Ramirez now wants to snap. He gets it. Quick hitter, Rain on the outside, making a couple guys miss, and he's going to come down to the 33-yard, and that's a Cardinal first down. Joe Reina put the ball in his hands.
Joe Reina, or you can call a screen pass.
There you go.
I thought that the whole time. Joe Reina got the ball, broke.
Sure you did, Matthew.
And just powered his way through about 4 Weslaco East defenders, trying to get as many yards as possible.
Here we go. 1st and 10 now for the Cardinals. 1:02 remaining. Sends Ethan Martinez in motion now. Daniel Ramirez handoff. Castellanos, big hold up the middle. He's got a first down and more. 14-yard pickup for the running back.
They're going to mark it down at around the 18-yard line. They're in the red zone. They're going to spike it dead.
Why spike it?
You have 3 timeouts.
3 timeouts, 50 seconds left. I don't know about that,
That wasted down that you could need later. But I'm not going to argue with Coach Gomez. I think he knows what he's doing.
Sure. No, I agree with you on that. But, I'm just saying, interesting there. You got 3 timeouts, but you wasted a down. So 2nd down and 10 now for the Cardinals. Daniel Ramirez. They may not need all 3 downs, though. Here we go. Ramirez looks downfield, pump fakes, lets it fly. Almost intercepted on the high pass to the receiver.
Dangerous throw. Just behind and too high for the receiver. And it came down just in front of a Weslaco East Wildcat defender. And a completely avoidable situation, but it is 3rd and 10 at the 19-yard line. They are in field goal range. That's all they need right now.
True. From here, it'd be
36.
Yeah, 26, 36-yarder. Okay, here we go. Daniel Ramirez now. 3rd down and 10. Rolling to his left. He's got and overthrows the receiver on the sideline there. Incomplete pass.
Pass is incomplete.
You called it right. Just too high for the receiver. Couldn't let him make a play on it. They're going to bring out the field goal unit, it looks like, and let Jacob Garza try to play hero here. 20-17. They need this. They need this field goal.
Look, you've got 3 timeouts still remaining. You only had 3 downs, 2 downs really, and then now you got to go for the field goal. So, interesting call there. All right, here we go. 27. So at the 27, the holder, it's a 37-yard attempt. Here we go. Kick is up. I couldn't tell if that was deflected or not. It's no good. It is no good. I couldn't tell right at the line of scrimmage, Matthew, if someone put just a fingertip on it, because it looked like the trajectory was changed as soon as that ball passed the line of scrimmage.
I think you're right. It looked like it was coming out. It looked straight forward, and then the ball just happened to curve left. It looked like it was deflected. It could have just been kicked left. I don't know. But all I know, 1st and down at the 20-yard line. Cardinals have 3 timeouts, but it's a stretch at this point.
To me, I'm not judging the call. I'm not judging the call. But, to say, get down there, you've got 3, you still have your 3 timeouts. And now you're on defense. And so my thing is, you get down there, I can't remember how many seconds were on the board. I think it was 50 seconds, right? And so what you do is you get down there, you call a run, a dive or something, just to get the ball moving, see if you can get a few yards on the play, and then call a timeout. You got 3 remaining, to run down there and spike it. That gave you 2 opportunities, just 2. And then you've got a kick because you're still within 3 yards. And so, to me, you shortchanged one big play out of that drive right there that could have been the next play that could have got you that first down. So, interesting. I think, go back to the film room and look at that and it's like, man, maybe we should have just run a play and or called the timeout right there. So, you didn't save anything. You got 3 timeouts now with 34 seconds, and you're in defense. But that's why I'm up in the press box and the coaches down the field. So
they could have thought it differently. They could have had a game plan set up.
A game plan for it.
We don't know. We're calling as we see it.
I was waiting for that fake, clock, and then boom,
Ooh.
touchdown.
Dan Marino.
34 seconds remaining. 2017 is your score, and the Wildcats are in the lead still. And here we go, run by Lefevre, and that's going to be a timeout.
The Cardinals are going to use all 3 timeouts and try to get their offense the ball just one last time. Fever gains about 5 yards. Like we said, you give them a head start, and it's almost an automatic 5. Just looking back at that spike, I just don't know. It could have played differently, but it's too late now. Now you have to look ahead and think to yourself, what could we have changed throughout this whole game to better ourselves in the future?
And I tell you what, this big storyline coming in, of course, is that Weslaco East now has the opportunity to go to 2-2 in district with a big win over Harlingen. If it stands, of course, there's still some seconds left to play. And then Harlingen would drop, depending on what San Benito's doing right now against Harlingen South. They're up with San Benito, yeah. And so, And Hannah, of course, I don't know about Hannah. You got a score on Hannah?
Not at this moment.
It's a big picture here. 2nd down and 6 coming up for the East Wildcats. Lefevre is going to take that, and he'll come down about another gain of 2 yards and another timeout for the Cardinals.
And it looks like if the Cardinals stop them here, they'll get one more chance at it with a punt. There's 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And San Benito is beating Harlingen South right now, 3rd quarter in San Benito, 48-9. Weslaco High is beating Rivera 72-0 in the 4th quarter. And Brownsville Hannah leads Los Fresnos in Brownsville 10-7 in the 4th.
Okay, that's a close game there.
That game, that's an important game. Brownsville Hannah, Los Fresnos. Los Fresnos also fighting for a playoff spot. Like I said earlier, Weslaco East, Los Fresnos, Hannah all fighting for one of those last 2 spots. And now you might need to put the Cardinals in that position as well. They're also going to be fighting for one of those last, you could say, 3 spots in the district.
Still a lot of football to be played, and still, of course, have Los Fresnos coming up, Brownsville, Hannah in 2 weeks for Harlingen, and then, of course, San Benito, the last game of the season, the Battle of the Arroyo in San Benito. So 3rd down here, 3rd down, and about 3 to go. I'm sorry, yeah, 3rd down, 3. And Lefevre are going to keep this one, and he does. Oh, he breaks it to the outside. He's going to break a long run, 40, out to the 50-yard line. One man to beat to the 40, the 35-30, 25-24-yard line. And Lefevre, wow.
The big man running it about, it looks like it was about 50 or 60 yards for the gain, and that's going to be ball game here.
He had success running up the middle. So he takes this here on the replay, and he goes off tackle. And he says, you know what, they're going to pile up the middle. I'm going to go outside. He finds some space. And, again, Lefevre, for a big guy, he can run the ball. He can run. Not fast enough to outrun a cornerback. So he gets caught from behind. But, folks, that's going to do it for us here at Bogus Stadium tonight. And a big upset for a lot of people. Tonight, 20-17 is your final score as the Weslaco East Wildcats come into Bogus tonight, and they're going to hand Harlingen their first district loss and their first loss since week 1 of the season.
Wildcats played an amazing game tonight on both sides of the field, holding the Cardinal offense to 17 points and also scoring 20 points of their own. And that's going to help them later on in the future. They now if it was possible, own a tiebreaker over Harlingen, and now they're even closer to one of those last 2 spots.
All right, folks. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of build-up after this game tonight and talking about the what could-haves and should-haves. And so on both sides of the team, of the field as well. And so just a great hard-fought. Let's not take anything away from both squads tonight who came out here, gave it their best. The young men performed outstanding tonight on both sides of the football. Coaching staffs performed outstanding tonight. And we had a great football game here at Bogus Stadium. And so just very thankful for that opportunity to witness a wonderful 32-6A battle here tonight. Both teams will go on. Both teams will play another game next week. And so thanks for joining us on this live audio broadcast. It was a good one. 2017 is the final score tonight as the Wildcats from Weslaco East come in, and they're able to hand Harlingen Cardinals a first district loss. Thanks, folks, for joining us. Have a good night.